Host to host.
It's Coast to Host. I'm Jacob. It's my friend Tushar. He's gonna
Yes.
sub in for Lucca because Lucca may or may
Yes.
not be deported. Hopefully,
Don't
maybe.
worry. Well, never mind. The uncensored version coming out next week. Follow my OnlyFans.
For Patreon, pay an extra
Yeah.
$10 to hear Tushar say whatever he just said.
Yes.
You know what's
Uh,
hilarious? For an extra $10, I'll play all the shit we just said before the
yeah.
recording. After, I'll play everything.
Yeah.
You can know all the shit we talk about people before this.
It's just you talking about.
I have to cut that out after shit. Oh
All
man,
right.
call.
I've already made your editing work a lot harder.
I
That's
remember one
great.
time Luca is no, you're fine. Me and Luca legit outed one of our roommates as being like a Nazi. Like I have to cut out all that shit. Yeah, so I have to cut out all that shit.
uh,
Dude, he actually became like just a Nazi. Like it went
oh
from like
no.
maybe he's racist to like full fledged just Nazi.
What's he? Is he still in
Um,
school?
yeah, he's weird.
Oh, what happened? All right, we'll start the
I don't
podcast. I just
know.
want to know what happened to him. Oh, okay.
I don't know. No, it's fine. Like, this happens all the time. Like it's easy to edit the shit out. So we're,
Oh,
trying,
okay.
we're not.
Okay.
Yeah. Um.
Should we clap again?
No, we didn't clap.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh well, I was gonna say fucking real quick. This. Wait, what do you think about this? Because this really pissed me off, and I'm better now. But like, I'm pretty fucking. It's anyone would be mad working on someone else's idea for a month,
uh,
only for them to make a new YouTube channel.
uh,
Anyways.
the, I feel like this could have just been a podcast of its own. Why America is retarded.
I'm just gonna bleep out names at this point. I'm gonna bleep out names and keep stories the same.
Yeah. I mean, these are good stories, man.
Dude, like,
But we haven't all explained anything. We're just saying shit.
it's fine. I'll bleep out names. People will figure it out.
Sounds good.
Like, I don't know, dude.
It's just gonna be me laughing for an hour.
Oh, bro, Andrew Cuomo just resigned.
Yeah, I saw that. I remember everybody was sucking him off last year. Like,
I
oh,
fucking
my
hated
president
him.
and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Everybody
he
was sucking him off.
he killed like all the old people. Remember when he killed all the old people? All of them they're all dead. He killed all of them. He did it. He went in and killed all the elderly people. Like, you know what's funny? Here's where he fucked up. Those are the people that would have defended him right now.
Yeah.
All those old people would have been like, he didn't know any better. But because they're all dead because he killed them, it's just young people that are like, yeah, this guy's crazy. This guy's a
He killed the
weirdo.
younger people. Like, I have not been following politics in America, but what the fuck is happening with Yang? Is he becoming New York
Nothing.
mayor?
Probably not.
He's dead?
He fucked it. You know what it
He's
was?
pretty dumb, bro. His tweets are so
Yeah.
stupid.
Yeah, he used to. I don't know what the fuck he did. Remember how good he used to be? He
Bro,
used to be solid.
everybody's in love with him.
And
UBI.
he just fucked it. He did like a weird thing where like I think when you're a politician, no matter who you are, you try to please people for some reason.
Mm,
And I think he had because his values in the beginning I thought were great, and then
yes.
he just got more like right leaning in random
I feel like
ways,
it's
and
people
then
behind the scenes, bro. They're like, oh, you need to do this. Like, make your
yeah.
stance better this way, all this dumb shit. It's
Well,
a
I
shame.
think what people try to do, especially now, is like, and this is where it's really tough. You like and maybe these are his real views. I don't think they are, but maybe they
Mm.
are. He tried to have like super right wing random views and super left wing random views. So then if you're on the left, you're like, well, I hate those right wing views. And if you're on the right, you're like,
Yeah.
he wants
He
UBI.
fucked himself.
Right. So it's like, why would anyone that's on the right want UBI? Of course they're
Yeah.
gonna say no. So I don't know. What a goon. And then
So
Cuomo's
who's
stupid
winning
ass.
now? De Blasio?
De Blasio was like
Alright.
literally fucking stupid. Like he's like
They're all
like
fucking stupid.
but there has to be someone that's not stupid. You know
Dude,
what I
I don't know
mean?
shit. Yeah.
I hope it's not De Blasio. De Blasio is so fucking dumb.
Who else are even
Literally,
running?
I don't.
Giuliani?
They should just Giuliani would be hilarious,
Oh, Brad.
dude. In
So
my
fucking
city's so shit that we had like a bus driver running, and I voted for him. I voted for him. He was
Did he win?
like, no, he lost.
Aw.
I was so sad. He's gonna run again. I'm voting for him again. Like our current mayor is like so stupid. She's not
Yeah.
even stupid. She's just like a mean fucking person. Like
I
our
mean, white
city.
or
No, she's black.
he's black?
Yeah. So our cities, I think I mentioned, like it's mostly Mexican. So like,
Yeah,
I'm not
that's
gonna
why
lie,
I
like
asked.
I was surprised. I was like, oh, that's nice. Like you know what I mean? Like she was married for like a long ass time, but she's just bad. Like so she built a bunch of factories here. At first, I was like, okay, jobs,
That's good.
like
Yeah.
yeah, no, at first, right? Tushar, I think we're on our like 20th factory in like 4 years, and they're all within a quarter mile of a high school, right?
Oh shit.
And all the public school funding is now going to that. And like what
Oh
ended up
no.
happening was instead of like what I was hoping was the companies would bring in money and then bring in people to come and it would help the
Right.
income go up and then that
Yeah.
go to the school. No,
Wait, why
everyone's
why
leaving.
is why is why is your government funding the factory? Why is that happening?
It's going to like the construction of the buildings because they need buildings. Like the
They
companies
shouldn't
won't
have
build
to
the
deal with
buildings.
that though. They should just give them tax cuts and stuff. Like
I'm sure there's some
companies should.
subsidies. I'm sure there's some
Yeah,
subsidies, but like
that's
in
interesting.
general, like Amazon's not going to come to a debt like nothing. They need
Hmm,
something, so we build
that's
those.
true. That's
So
interesting.
she fucking, we have like a bunch of factories now being built, and everyone's leaving now because it's just like it's just too many factories. Like there's no homes, there's no like marketplaces, there's no like anything, there's no stores. It's just factories.
It's
So a
really
bunch of
weird.
people are leaving. It's bringing down like our fucking like our
Real
house is
estate.
worth less now,
Yeah.
right? And then like everyone who's graduating from high school, instead of going to college, they're just going to work at Amazon. And like, dude, I know like a good amount of friends I had who like they worked there for a couple months, threw their back out, and now they're fucked, and they're 22.
Wait, so is it just like the minimum wage labor jobs or what is it? Damn.
It's a little bit above minimum wage, which is why people take them. Because if you make minimum wage, you can't have a house here. Like it's
Yeah.
impossible. It's just enough to be able to live here, right? Or give it to your family so that you guys
But
can keep
standard of
living here.
living is still ass, right?
It's terrible. Like the jobs suck ass. And like what's really annoying is like I know people who work factory jobs that get paid really well, and it's
Hmm.
not those factory jobs. It's just like Amazon pays pretty shit, but
Oh yeah.
it's better. Like so, I've actually told this to Luca. We did the math one time. If I would have worked full time at Starbucks, like 55-hour work weeks, getting overtime
Hmm.
and everything, the most I could have made was $22,000 a year. Right?
What?
22,000.
That's so fucked.
You can't like do anything with 22,000. Dude, my
Dude,
car is worth
that's
more than
fucking
22,000.
insane. That's
So
insane. What are you
so
driving?
you can't. I drive a 2019 Camry.
Nice. Camry's
Yeah,
a solid car.
yeah.
Nice.
It's and it's like really great. All the tech in it's
Yeah.
like super nice. Yeah, I really love it.
No, Camry's a
Um,
great car. My friend also has one.
yeah. No, I got really lucky. My parents. There's a whole thing with my parents. So but it's mine. Like I'm paying for it and everything. But
That's good.
yeah. So it ended up working out really well. But like, oh, so like if you work at Amazon, you can make like 35,000 a year, and that's enough to that. And these are before
Yeah,
taxes,
it's
by the
10
way.
grand more. Yeah.
Right. So
Okay,
like
pre-tax makes
once
sense.
taxes kick in, like 22,000 becomes fucking nothing. Like like
But they
it
only have to
makes
pay tax
sense.
on the 12K, right? Because up to 10K,
I
it
think
doesn't
so.
count. Something
I
like
think
that.
so. Yeah, I saw it pay
You guys,
tax. Like
oh,
every
you guys
paycheck
also
they
have a
still
state
take
tax,
taxes
right?
out.
California also has a state
Yeah.
tax.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be a bitch.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it took a good chunk out of my paychecks even when I was making minimum wage. Like each week, like I'd be
Yeah.
raking in like $800, and 800 go down to like 500. Like they're taking a solid chunk. Anyways,
Right.
yeah, so it's not going well here. Politics is a shit show. Yeah.
Are people realizing that though, or they're just like,
Oh,
yeah, fuck it.
there was literally our fucking mayor is being sued right now by the state of California
That's
because there
amazing.
was, dude, they wanted to build another fucking factory, literally ass to ass with the high school at this point. It's ass to ass, and they
Fuck.
did a fucking study that it's really destroying our air. So most of us are getting fucking cancer. I'm trying to move out ASAP, but like cancer rates are going to skyrocket in this area. So again, more it's bringing down our fucking house value even
Wait,
more.
what fact? Like, are they dealing with radiation and shit? Why is cancer rates going up?
It's just the smoke in the air that's going to fuck up people's lungs.
For cancer. Okay, okay, for lungs. I see what you mean.
It's the lung cancer. Yeah, it's not
Yeah, I
radiation. It's
see.
just like the
Black
fumes.
lungs. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah, well, and you could smell it. Like when you go outside, it's just you see the fucking factory. There's a
yeah.
lot of them.
And California is one of the greener states, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
but where I'm living, it's very red. Like
Yeah.
San Bernardino County is
Oh
very
yeah,
right leaning.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
like our mayor's Republican. Um, so there was actually a town hall meeting, like an emergency one that we had to hold in the whole city because literally everyone in the whole city came out. Like literally during the pandemic, everyone came out. This was like a month ago, and everyone was like, "Please don't do this. Like this is so stupid. Please don't do this." And they still built it anyways. So then
Damn.
apparently they broke a couple of different laws. Like they didn't tell us about a certain different permits they needed and stuff like that. And they
Mm.
broke. So like the state's suing them now.
Oh, they're fucked now.
I fucking hope so, dude. It's
When's
Tushar.
the next election?
I think it's this year.
Okay,
Yeah,
so it should
it's
happen soon.
it
Yeah.
literally the buildings from high school, like factory. It's this far apart.
That's fine.
They're
Your
ass
high
to
school?
ass. Not mine, but it's
Oh, okay,
like
another
it's
one.
down the street right here. It's like I could walk. It's
Oh
like a
shit.
10-minute
Okay.
walk. So, and it's like a nice new high school that we built for like young, like you know what I mean, like because we had so much
Yeah.
young people at once, and it's like, well, you're fucking them. Like not only like the fucking cancer shit, but like literally, I remember someone point out like, why not bring business here so we could have like entrepreneurs? Why the fuck would you bring factories? Because that's
Yeah.
just factory workers. And here's the last thing: the people who built it were like, well, yeah, because factory jobs are dying jobs. So then I was like, well, then why are we building
Yeah.
factories then? What the fuck? Why would we want to build them? Anyways,
So basically, these big fucking corporations got a shit ton of land, and they're gonna be chilling in the next 5-10 years.
a bunch of them too. Like it's just a bunch
That's
of random
crazy.
shit, dude. It's something called the boot barn. I don't know what a boot barn is, bitch.
That's so
It's
fucking
a
funny.
bunch of shit, dude.
Well, GG's.
Yeah, they got us. Well, in the beginning we were excited. In the beginning I was like, oh, cool. Like, so we need some jobs. Don't get me wrong, but then like when it was just factories, it's like, well, where are these people gonna shop, eat? Like, we need trade. Like, we need stuff to do. We need possible stuff for businesses. Never occurred. So great. I'm moving out. I hate this fucking area. I've always
You're
hated
gonna
it.
move
It's
to
just
LA?
so hot. Yes.
Nice. LA's sick.
Yeah. Oh, LA is great, and
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, I'm trying to get back in shape, and I'm trying to like, if it doesn't work out with certain people, I'm trying to I really want to
Sex
impregnate
change.
a doctor. Oh,
Add that.
I want to try. I'm not kidding. If I get on a single day with a doctor, I'm trapping her ass. I'm getting her pregnant. She's getting stuck with me. I don't give a shit what kind of doctor. She could be a fucking shitty doctor and everything.
I'm glad you have your life planned.
Yeah, man, I'm excited.
All ready to go.
Yeah. Do you ever? I don't know. I don't think maybe we have the same problem, but I always have this problem, especially now. There's certain people when I'm talking to them, like here, like in Fontana, I'm like, I hope I don't get them pregnant because I'd like have to beg them to get an abortion.
I do not have the same problem.
I would be like, please get an abortion, please, please, please. Like I will, please, just run down some stairs. I would like literally kill myself. I would literally like either kill myself or I would go to Mexico. Like I would like haul ass to Mexico. I'd hop my Camry, take all my money, and just speed down to fucking Mexico. NYU wouldn't have that problem. NYU, if I got any of those NYU people pregnant, I'd be like, perfect. Good luck with that broke Mexican baby, you dumbass. They're set. They all had a bunch of money. They would have been fine. It's like it's just these broke asses with. I mean, dude, everyone here I know, like they're all broke asses and they have like shit. Dude, I you know what's crazy? Like, I knew a girl who worked at Amazon and she worked at fucking Walmart. Not Amazon. She worked at Walmart and she was the manager of like a store in the mall, right? So she was a manager of a store in a mall, and at Walmart, all she did was she was like the stalker. She would stock things, right? Which would you assume makes more money, the manager or the stalker?
I mean, obviously the manager should make more money.
Obviously, right? The stalker made like 75 cents extra somehow.
What's the rationale for this?
Because it's a different company. So one company they pay managers shit, and the other company they pay stalkers okay. Like, so she
why would you want to get promoted then?
Well, they're not both Walmart. They're different companies.
Okay,
so one was a random store. Oh no, it wasn't a random store. It was actually like a well-known. It's called Dacio. So
Okay.
like, I'll bleep that out real quick. But like, it's called. I don't want to say like, exactly where she worked, but like, it's called. So like, she worked there as a manager, making shit. So that, and then she like seen that like she legit said she it was shopping at Walmart and she realized they made more for stalkers and she was like, well, that's so much easier. So she just did
Yeah,
that, and I was like, that's hilarious.
bro. I feel like long term people are just so fucked there. You know,
Oh yeah,
like where do people's aspirations go? That really sucks.
you know, it's funny. Me and Luke have talked about it before, like on the podcast,
Yeah.
like because for him, his thinking was always like CEO, right? It's always like upper
Mm,
management. It's always something like
yeah.
that. And I told him like most people don't do that. Like
They don't
especially
have.
most people I
Yeah.
know. It's a mixture of aspirations. I think there's a level of I don't know if I want to say talent or intelligence. It might be both. Might be one or the other. But they don't have that either, and they just
Mm,
were unlucky. Like I've told them this many times, and I really believe this. There's a lot of people at NYU that we knew that like if they would have been here or if they'd have been anywhere else, they wouldn't have got to
fucked.
NYU. Like they were stupid.
Yeah.
There's some people we talked about a little earlier who like I could like he's stupid. Like the guy's like literally like the dumbest man I've met in my entire life. And like they just got lucky. They're wealthy, so like they're able to go places. It's like cool.
The
Yeah.
white man never fails.
No, they
But
don't.
also, I feel like the
Good job on that.
international mindset is just like if you're. Well, sorry. Was
No,
that
no, go,
talking
go.
late?
Sorry. No, no,
Okay.
you're good. Oh, could you not
Oh,
hear
sorry.
me?
I feel like the international mindset. I can hear you.
There's a lag.
Yeah, I'm sensing that.
No, I'm for some reason I'm behind you. Like I'm a couple seconds behind you. Like I'm seeing
That's
like
so
that's why
weird.
I'm. It's just a delayed reaction. Do
Should we
you
do
want to see?
something?
Yeah, you want to see how bad it is?
How?
On three, we're both gonna clap. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. One, two, three. Okay.
That was fine for me.
It's pretty bad for me.
All right,
Like
I'll leave
you're.
and come back. I'll leave and come back.
No, 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 no. Just stay. This happens to me and Luke all the time. Like this is fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this
What
is
was I gonna
super
say?
common.
Um,
International mindset.
yeah. So I feel like Luke was just coming from the fact that when you go to study in USA from abroad, you're kind of banking on getting like a high end job, you know,
Hmm.
just because like all the money, because US tuition is insane
Hmm.
compared to Europe, Australia, Singapore. We're like, and they all have great universities as well, but it's just a status thing, you know. You say that you got a job from degree from USA, whether you're getting a job in America or like back in India, back in Brazil, you're expecting a high end job from that point.
Yeah.
So like I see where he's getting that from.
Also, to be fair, if you're able to go to NYU from like if you're
Yeah,
international, you're probably wealthy, and you probably
yeah,
have that kind of background. If
yeah.
you're not, like, it's a weird thought, but like, so because because my dad comes from Mexico, and
Hmm.
he didn't do it the most,
Yeah,
classical of
yeah,
ways, becoming a citizen. I think he is one now, but he didn't do it the most, correct way. um he didn't have that mindset. He just wanted us
Mhm.
to have jobs, right? A
Yeah,
lot of those people just get any job you get your hands on because it's better paying, or it's a solid paying job. There's decent stuff here, right? It's usually just that mindset. No one's no one's pushing you to go further than that.
yeah.
I don't know why, but I just always have had this thing of like, I don't want to work in a
Oh,
fucking
it's good, bro.
factory. Huh?
Exactly.
Yeah, like I was like, I want to make movies. Like I've always knew I wanted to make movies, and it's like okay, and like like or law. And the law thing, it's I
Mhm.
like talking, but also I want to make money. Like I want to be successful,
Exactly.
and I think a part of it like I'm really good at academics. I'm not saying I'm smart, but like I'm good at academics. So I got lucky because I'm good at academics. I could strive well, right, and I could do well, and I use that almost as like a crutch to get into
Yep.
NYU, right? Like film has nothing to do with academics, but because I was good at it, I gotta be like, well, I got and almost cheating. Um, a lot of people I know are creative and they're smart and they're capable, but they're not as good with academics. They're not good with like scheduling, not good with that kind of stuff, testing and stuff like that. But they're very smart, they're very bright. So they just don't. I know a guy who almost got a perfect SAT score, like
Mm,
almost perfect,
yeah.
and he's a manager. Like not even he's a supervisor at a pallet company.
Oh, that sucks.
He
It's
just
just
tells
like a
people where to
lack of
put
opportunity,
pallets.
right? That's why.
No, no, his wasn't. His wasn't lack of opportunity.
Oh,
His was lack of ambition.
oh, that's even
Yeah,
worse. That's so much worse because
it
that's on
was
you.
it was. To be fair, he had a very tough upbringing. So
Oh,
like I'll tell you about
I
it
know.
later. It was actually very sad. But there's a lot of that where it's like I think especially like at my high school, dude, at my own fucking high school, I would be like, I want to go to NYU. Like I'm fucking, I have good grades, and they'd literally be
Yeah.
like, it's really hard to get in, and I'd be like, okay.
Fuck you.
Well, yeah, no, it was so
Still gonna
bizarre.
try.
Well, not even I'm gonna try. I was like, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get in. My GPA is really good, so is my
Yeah.
SAT scores. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get in. And then I got in. I was like, obvious. I got
Fuck
like
you,
NYU, UCLA, and USC. I was like, obviously, you guys are like idiots. Like, obviously that was gonna
man.
happen. Dude, we had a dude who got into Oxford. It's like he got into Oxford. Obviously, I could
Yes.
NYU. Yeah, like, well, I was even telling Lucca there's. Wait, last thing about like the whole problem we were having here. There's a divide. There is a lot of luck involved, both money wise and being good at academics. Because there are people like I'm not saying people from my area don't go to good colleges. A lot of them do. Like, there's a good chunk of us, but it's just like we happen to be good. Oh shit, we happen to be good at academics, or we happen to be wealthy. And like for me, I just at good academics. I knew a couple people who were just really good at academics. UCLA, USC, the big schools, right? Stanford, the big ones. Or they were wealthy, and same thing. Like it's a funny thing. If you're wealthy, or well off at least, you don't have to go to work, right? You don't have to, like I have friends who have to work at McDonald's to, and they give their
Mm,
entire paycheck to their family. Like they don't get anything, right? Like I knew people who, from a young age, they were working. They would do clubs when they had time. They would do sports when they had time. If you're wealthy, you don't worry about any of that stuff.
yeah.
You could
You
do
just get
all
to
the clubs, all
focus.
the sports.
Mm,
Right? It's great. So my parents, to be fair too, they were very nice. They seen I was good at academics, so my mom was like, because you're good at academics, you don't need to get a job. She's seen all the classes I was taking. She's like, so my siblings didn't have the
That's
same luck. Yeah, but with me, they were like, you're
yeah.
good at this stuff. Just focus on school. Some people don't have that luxury. Even they could be good at academics, and
Yeah.
you don't get that. So your GPA is not gonna be as good. You like, or even like access to stuff to study for.
I know what you
Like
mean. Yeah.
we don't get tutored. I've never been. I got tutored when I was like 7 by my teacher, but past that, I've never been tutored. We can't afford any of that stuff.
Self
So
studying.
yeah, to practice for the SAT, me and my friend Omari, we literally went to our like high school library, and there was a 2001 SAT practice book that you couldn't write in. We had to bring our own
Wasn't
line
the
piece of
format
paper.
different back then?
Oh yeah, it's a whole new thing. Like it's a whole different thing. And we
Amazing.
practiced with it. We literally on my phone we timed it, and I was like, okay, we have 30 minutes, just like knock it out, and we practiced like that for weeks. Yeah,
It's
worked.
the
I
grind.
got a good, we got
Oh,
a
it's
good SAT
sick.
score.
Like, of course it paid off. That's
Yeah,
sick.
but it's it gets to the point, right? Like some people just aren't gonna have that luxury. So it's I do empathize with them. A part of me does get frustrated because I knew a lot of guys who were really smart and they could, and I know a couple of them now who like look back and they kind of regret a lot of things, which I don't think they should. I think they're doing fine right now, but yeah,
I think international students are the worst. There's so many undeserved like people that just get in.
yeah. I
It's really
mean,
I got like some of the
mm,
people that I met. I just yeah.
it's yeah. I mean, some people, what are you gonna? I think the most frustrating thing I heard was I'm in NYU Tisch School of Arts. It's literally like the best film program in the world.
Mm,
And I had friends in high school who I knew I wanted to get in. I knew Luke and you. Like, we all know people who wanted to get into Tisch. It's really hard to get in. And I remember at one random little dude was just like this is the first day we are talking about why we want to do filmmaking, why we wanted to do this. And one guy was like, and he was just being honest. He was like, "Oh well, I was really bored, and I knew I didn't want an office job, so I thought I'd try this out." And I just remember
oh,
being like, "Fuck you!"
oh,
Like,
bro. There's this one guy from India.
mhm.
He went to USC on a full payload. His family's already rich as fuck. Like I'm talking like uber rich, like not just wealthy. Got a full ride USC all 4 years. He's living the life. He drives like a Ferrari there or something. You want to know what
Yeah.
his major is? Pottery. He's just blowing off school. He's chilling. He's just partying every night, and he's getting a
Dude,
full ride from USC.
I didn't even know
I don't
pottery
know
was
if they're giving
like a
him like
major.
donations and shit or what they're doing, but fuck me. Pottery. I didn't even
Dude,
know you could major in
I didn't know that either.
pottery.
Dude,
Yeah.
by the way, my job is literally down the street from USC, right?
Mm.
USC's in the hood. I'm so
Yeah, I
glad I
know.
didn't go there. It's ghetto as shit, dude. It's so
But
scary.
I like the village. You know that campus they made, the village?
I haven't gone to it yet. I've
It's
been
a
to like the
bit
hospital.
it's a nice area. Like they like
Okay.
constructed a whole like thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
But
was
yeah,
gonna say
it's in a not so nice area. That's for
it's
sure.
scary.
Yeah.
I've told people this before. At NYU, like, and this is true. I swear to God, when like at nights, if I had my hoodie on, people would literally like if they see me coming, they would literally cross the street, which I thought was funny. Because like I'm me, like I'm very like stupid. Like I always thought I looked like a camp counselor. Like I always thought I looked like friendly.
You have
But
a resting bitch face.
I do. I've been told, especially when I'm
Yeah.
walking, I look scary.
You have a resting bitch face. I think it's just because you're like deep in thought or something. That's probably why.
No, I can actually explain it. This is so stupid.
Okay.
In high school, okay, so I had a weird growth spurt between 13 and 14. So I went from like 5'8" to 6'1". Or not 6, but like 6 feet in like a year. It was like a huge
Can't
growth
relate.
spurt.
Yeah.
What happened?
Can't relate.
Oh, I'm sorry. But it was just random.
Don't say I'm sorry. That just makes it so much worse.
No, I just like everyone's different. Everyone's different. So what happened was I had all this extra like equipment and I didn't know what to do with it. So I kind of walked a little funny. Like I didn't know how to walk. Like I just was like, what the fuck, dude? Like it just felt weird. So to do it, I watched a show called Mad Men, and in Mad Men, the dude was my height and he had my build, kind of like
John Hamm?
right. So I stole his walk. I realized that he kind of walked. He had a ring on his finger, right? And his hand never moved. Everything else would, but his hand wouldn't. And it kind of gave him posture. So I would just lie to myself and say there's weight in my hand, right? I'd just be like, there's weight in my left hand. And I would walk, and it helped me walk. So then after a while, for some reason, I didn't want to make eye contact with people because, like, it just was awkward. Oh, I naturally look people in the eyes. Like, when I talk, I
thought that was normal. I do that too.
I people get weird. Like I think people like don't like it. Like I think sometimes people want you to break eye contact.
I feel like people are very like, what's the right word? Timid.
They're kind of awkward. It depends.
That wouldn't happen. That wouldn't happen in India. I feel like it's pretty normal here, just to look at people in the eye.
I think it just depends, like on the, like it just depends. Like here in Fontana, I never had that problem. Here, like I stare in the eye, like we make direct eye contact, and it's fine. But like even like my job right now, like with coworkers, like it's my coworker I'm talking to. I want to show like I'm giving you my full attention, and like they'll just like they don't want, and I'll just be like, what's happening?
The worst is when you're talking to somebody like face to face, like having an actual conversation, and then they stop looking at you. I don't know why that bothers me a lot.
No, I think people, or I either have to tell myself to give them a break. So like I'll be looking, and then I'll be like, okay, look away, look back. Like I try like to give people like a moment, like to like.
That's funny.
You know.
I don't know. I don't think about that. I feel like I don't know. It's a conversation. You know. You should.
Yeah. My mom said she feels the opposite. She like gets because they're socially anxious, right? So they feel like. So she said that she has to like tell herself to stare, look in the eyes, because she said she just naturally gets like very like anxious, and I was like. I'm the opposite. I'll be like, I fucking you, and just be like, so, and then like people just get super uncomfortable. But yeah, I'd be walking, and I would just make eye contact with everybody, and it was just super weird. People would just be like, why are you looking at me? So I got amazing at, I would just look at nothing. Like I would just like looking at nothing. Like I'm looking right now, but it's at nothing. And I would just walk. And I'm so like tall and like kind of like wide that like people would just move, right? So and then like my face would just be nothing. I would just like, and then just walk. And And then in New York, it worked because like no one, like homeless people wouldn't even ask me for money. They'd just be like, "Oh fuck," like it was great. So I would just walk through them. So in New York, I was like intimidating, right? Like people would be like, "Oh shit." And then at USC, it was the opposite. I made eye contact with a random woman. I was like, "Hi there!" Like I was like, "Don't shoot me!" Like it was scary. I was like, "Oh shit." Yeah,
Sorry. Yeah.
no, you're good. Yeah, no, USC's. I don't like
Yeah.
USC.
Don Draper.
It helped. It did.
That's actually really interesting. I never knew like that was the thought process you had.
I've
That's a
told people
weird
I
thought process.
yeah I know. Well, I loved well just because I don't know, it's a weird thing, but like like no one really had my build, especially here. Most Mexicans are pretty short and they're pretty stocky, and I'm tall
Yeah.
and kind of lanky. So like most people like, or even if you're really tall, like you're really skinny, and like I'm not. I'm kind of wide, and
Yeah.
so like I didn't know what to do with it. Like I didn't know like what do you do with it now, and I think he
Join the
was the
UFC.
yeah I know like genuinely like he's like well I'd say Nate Diaz has almost my identical build. Like we had the
Yeah.
exact same body type. Like it was insane. Like I looked at all his stats. I was like, literally, he has my exact body. Like even like the long torso and everything. So I was like, yeah, like I don't know, like I don't know, walk like Nate Diaz. Nate Diaz low key walks like a gangbanger. So I was like, I'm not trying to get shot. Like I'm not like a fighter. So I was like, I'll
Walks
walk.
like a gangbanger.
He does. He walks like, or like he's kind of like. I love Nate Diaz. But he walks either like a gangbanger or like he's kind of stupid.
Uh,
He kind of walks like a little like I don't know. So I
well,
don't
you just
want.
did the Conor McGregor,
I
that
know I
little
did the
thing.
strut, yeah,
Yeah.
but he kind of walks like that kind of, and like Don Draper doesn't. Don Draper, he kind of like
He
yeah,
has
or
that
like and it's
posting
good
confidence,
posture.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, but it just like was good, just a clean posture, and it just looked. I remember someone described. Apparently, my sister brought. Everyone brought this up to me too in high school. They were like, "You walk like you own the high school," and I was like, "I don't know what that means." It sounds good. Like I like that.
No,
That
that's a
sounds
great
cool
thing,
to me.
though.
And then like in New York, I've heard similar where people are like, "You have such a weird, you have such a specific walk," and I was like, "Okay, it's just my walk now. Like I can't even change it.
You don't need to change it.
I think it's fine." But yeah,
Dang. I'd fuck you.
fuck you, Char. You're an
Can we tell
asshole.
the viewers how I've seen your dick in the bedroom?
Sure. They didn't believe my dick was huge, and I proved it.
Well, I never said anything. I was just kind of chilling and like, and you
You know
guys were
what's
having
funny?
an argument.
You were laying on your bed like this, just like
Yeah.
waiting, and I was just like, okay. I mean, you know what it was? I think we had a thing where like we never seen each other's dicks. So then I was like, it's like not a big deal. I don't know. I don't think it's a
No, I
big
think
deal.
it was just Lucca like antagonizing you, like "fuck you, bro. You don't have a big dick, bro." And then you just got your dick out, and for some reason I had to look at it, not Lucca.
Yes.
I don't know how that
Yes.
happened.
You know what's funny too? I remember afterwards he was like, I didn't even say you didn't have a big dick. It's like,
What?
no, I think he tried to say something else. I think we were talking about something completely different, and he was just like, and he was saying he didn't believe in that. But it's not even that big. Like it's like a normal
I
size
mean,
penis.
I don't even like. I feel like Lucca made a bigger deal out of it than I did.
You've seen Black Widow?
Yes, I have, sir. What
Did you
think?
like it? I did not like it.
I There was one thing I liked. Oh, I really liked the blonde actress. Her acting.
She was good.
Everything else was just so underwhelming.
Yes.
Especially Taskmaster, the whole like everything else was just horrible. I also
It
like the
was.
song at the beginning. I don't know why I really liked it.
Yeah, a lot of people did.
Sorry, what's her name? The blonde actress?
Florence Pugh.
Fucking amazing. She was outstanding.
She was great.
So I'm excited to see her and more stuff.
I was gonna
But
say
yeah.
it's the.
Sorry, continue.
Oh no, go. I talk a lot.
They did Scarlett Johansson dirty, man. It was a fucking awful. Like it did not feel like it was a movie about her.
Yeah. No, I was gonna say I completely agree. Like,
Yeah.
first off, it's the first Marvel movie I've ever fell asleep during. Like ever.
Oh wow. Did you watch
I
it in
fell.
theaters?
No, I watched it at home. And I just knocked
Yeah,
out.
me too. Yeah.
I literally fell asleep and at the ending. Like I watched like the entire movie, fell asleep at the ending, didn't miss anything.
Oh, I
Like,
also like the Stranger Things guy,
yep,
David
he was good.
Harbour. He was good,
Harvard,
but everybody else can fuck off. Honestly, the whole
yeah,
Taskmaster reveal pissed me off. I don't know why. It
it
was
was
so
so
underwhelming.
boring. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like in like theory, Taskmaster should be insanely overpowered.
Yep.
Like it should be impossible to defeat, and they kind of just do. And I was just like, this
Wait, they
sucks.
locked her in like the fucking room, right? And then Black Widow just like let her out.
Yeah.
That was
And then she
wait.
was
How
like,
did?
I'm
Oh, and then she
sorry.
did the red meth crystal thing. That's oh yeah. Bro, fuck that movie. I don't know why it's
No,
pissing me off more just thinking about it.
it was just so boring. And like
And they hyped
it,
it up so much. Like oh, the new
yeah.
like Phase 4, fucking cock fuck.
Oh, it was bad. And then like they just felt like waste. Well, and then yeah, and then yes, I forgot it was a Black Widow movie. Like repeatedly, I was like, oh
Yeah.
yeah. Like whenever it would show back to her, I was like, oh fuck, I forgot she was in this movie. Oh, and the villain, like the other villain was so like the Russian dude was so boring. Like they were all
He was so
so
annoying.
boring,
He was so gross.
but not like
Um,
in a good, like not like in a like oh I hate him. It's just like oh yeah,
like just
like
fuck off.
yeah,
And there you
like
go. He was just like a stereotypical Russian, like old grouchy villain. You know, it was just
I think you said it's like a regular stereotypical Russian man. Like he's every Russian like out there. Yeah,
um,
he didn't even. And then someone pointed this out too. Like he was like, I needed to use the world's most natural resource that's been like the most like abundant natural resource, women. And someone's
yeah,
like, what does that even mean? First off, you could just like not like in a sexist way, but there's also men. You could also just have a army of men or women. It could just be either gender. It could be anything. Just throwing that out there.
yeah, that
Like
was fun. And there was supposed to be this big reveal, like, oh, there are hundreds of fucking Black Widows all over the earth. Like,
yeah,
why?
it was so weird that they made it like a sexism thing because it was just like, is it even sexist? Like he has way more, like not in a mean way, but like he has more trust in women than like American voters do. Like this man was like, you know what I mean? Like he was like army of women. Like is that even
uh,
sexist? He was like he could have just done anything else, and he was like, "Nah, army of women. That's the best."
wait, did the general public like it, or
The
did
movie?
everybody think it was shit? Yeah,
I think most people thought it was underwhelming to
yeah,
okay.
that's the
I thought
best
it was
word
like
for it. Underwhelming.
I thought it was like bad. Like I didn't think it was just under. It was like bad. Like the action sequences were just so boring,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Awful.
and it
Um,
it was the first Marvel movie where I was like, how did she survive that? Like usually I'm
the
willing to suspend my
jumping,
disbelief.
midair
Yet
jumping.
all
Yeah.
of them, I was just like, because it's one thing like they wrote the movie. Just write a new situation. Just write it where it's believable. Dude, when the car flipped over 10 times, I was like, oh, she's dead. And then she just wasn't. And I was like, that fucking car flew like 10 times. She's dead. I don't give a fuck what the
Yeah.
writer said. She's dead as shit.
Wait,
I
do you
thought
just
she was.
think it's one of those things where it's like very over edited, or like the executives just got like really like took over the movie, or it's just one of those things like from start to finish it was just crap, you know?
I think no, because there were some moments that were good. Like the family stuff was good. I actually liked the family stuff.
I think the characters that Kevin Feige planned like for future films, like he made them stand out. Like I think it's
Right.
gonna be David Harbour and it's gonna
And
be what's her Pugh, Florence Pugh.
yeah,
Like those two are fucking incredible. The
yeah,
mom was like okay for me. I don't know.
yeah.
I didn't. She was just there. Is she? I'm. She's a pretty big actress, though, right?
She is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna.
She
I
was
thought she
just
was me the
there.
villain. I thought she was me
Mhm.
Taskmaster. Um,
Yeah. The whole Taskmaster thing was just.
it just wasn't a good movie.
Who's
Anyways,
the director? Was it somebody I know?
no, she directed a couple small indie films.
Hmm.
Um, have you seen Loki?
Oh, fucking loved it.
It was great, right?
Cried.
I loved it
I
too.
think I liked it more than WandaVision, and I loved WandaVision.
Way more. No, I. Okay, so would you? Do you want to rank them real quick? The three Marvel shows.
Let's be honest, Falcon's gonna be fucking last.
It's bad. I'm
It's
arguing it was
horrible.
bad. It wasn't
Oh,
even
I
just like
agree.
okay. It was
It
like,
was horrible.
dude, everything about it. Let's talk about it. I feel like it's easier to shit than it is to praise for some reason.
Yeah,
It's way easier to
that's
be
true.
like, fuck this thing. The
I would
big
like to
problem.
say, sorry,
Mhm.
no, go ahead.
No, no,
Go
you
ahead,
go.
go
You
ahead.
go. I talked like for hours. Go.
The only thing I enjoyed were almost all the scenes with the old Black Captain America. That guy
He was
was
good.
fucking heavy. I fucking
Yeah.
loved his scenes, but
Yeah.
everything else was just shambolic. I think
Yes.
I also read it was like over edited. They had to cut out some stuff. Like there was
That
gonna be
makes
like a whole
sense.
like disease plot line, which like they had to
Oh,
cut
because
out
the
because of
pandemic. I heard about that.
yeah.
Yeah.
So like it just became very like what's the word I'm like unorganized,
Yeah.
So I think that fucked them over, but like just in general, like what the fuck, man? What are you guys doing?
No, like my big problems. The two main big problems out of it was a. Well, you know JSP is in it, right?
Who's JSP?
George St. Pierre, the UFC fighter. He's a very famous UFC fighter named George St. Pierre,
What was
and
his role?
he was Batroc the Leaper. So
Oh, is he the guy in
he's
the beginning? Like the
yeah, he's the
very first.
bald French guy.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes. He
So
was in the
he's
old Captain America films, like one of the
right
films, right? Right, right,
because
right.
he's like one of the most famous like UFC
Okay.
fighters ever. They had him. He's a literal martial artist. He's a real life martial artist.
Yeah.
Has one fight scene the whole show.
Oh God.
The whole rest of the show, he's just
Oh
flying
God.
around, and it's like you literally have a fucking like legend. Do something with him. The
Oh, he's
action
gonna come
scenes,
back though, right? Like he was alive. Wait,
probably
no. Oh my God! I just remembered the blonde chick. What
with
was her
blonde
name? She
chick.
was fucking awful. The
With
one at
blonde
the end,
chick.
like, oh, I'm into the government. I'm back in the United States now.
Oh,
Peggy
Peggy
Carter's.
Carter. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, it's not Peggy Carter.
she was
Sharon Carter.
awful.
Yeah.
Sharon Carter. Her fucking whole storyline was awful. I don't give a
Yeah.
fuck about her.
Not only do I not give a fuck about her, it didn't feel like the same character in the other movies. It felt like a
Like,
whole new
yeah,
person.
that should
She
not
was
have been
all,
a whole post-credit scene. Like, it did not
oh, it was
deserve to be a
so
post-credit
shit.
scene.
Dude, and then like, okay, so we get into political parts of it because it was like overtly political,
Yeah.
talking about like police brutality and everything. It had the most like it was the most no shit speech ever. It was like
Yep.
you should hold your government officials accountable, and police shouldn't abuse the power. No shit, fucking
Yeah.
Falcon. We know, bitch. Like we know that's not fucking common. That's common knowledge that that's accurate.
Yep.
Like, and then like with the fucking Walker dude, John Walker, I thought they were
I
gonna have a
forgot about him as
complex.
well.
Right,
Like,
I completely forgot
everybody
about
was so
everybody.
unmemorable. What is that
Yeah,
the right word? Unmemorable?
fuck. It's. I don't think it is unmemorable. Wait, maybe it is unmemorable. No, that sounds right.
Right?
They're just not memorable. Like we'll see now. Just
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just fuck everyone. But yeah,
like
continue.
no, it's completely true. Like they are so just like well, what I say, what could have been interesting was because he kills that one guy in cold blood as revenge for his
Mm,
friend, right?
that was a great
That was
scene. That was a
interesting.
great fucking scene.
Exactly, that
They
was an
ended it so
interesting
well.
take,
Yeah.
and that's an interesting villain arc. That's an interesting
Yes.
villain. How do you deal with somebody who is right? Like he's obviously gone crazy, but there's rationale behind him. He believes that this is right, right? And they're I mean literally they're fighting terrorists. So I'm not saying but still, right? That's an interesting character. Like it
Yep.
was, I thought it was cool because
100%.
it was gray. It was a gray area that Marvel's never touches, right? It's always good or bad. And his the
Bro,
first
when they
like
showed the blood on the shield, fucking
it
fantastic.
was
I
intense.
really I love that scene.
I was stunned when he did it.
It was
I didn't think
heavy.
they were gonna do it. I thought
It was
last
fucking
minute they were gonna
heavy.
stop him. I thought
Yeah.
last minute someone was gonna grab the shield and be like, "You shouldn't have done this." And when no one did, I was like, "Wow, that's." And it's like it is Cap shield, like that's
Yeah.
dark. And they just didn't do anything with it. Now he just is it's okay again, and he
Oh
just
yeah, they
moved
just
on.
brushed it over like, oh, you're just not a part of the military now.
Yeah,
That's it. Fuck off.
and like the main villain is so forgettable. I forgot her name. I don't
Wait,
remember
who
her
is the
motivations.
oh, the redhead.
That one
Right,
woman,
bro, like
yeah.
who are these people, right?
I don't remember anything about her.
Oh, he was good. Baron Zemo was good. I forgot he was there,
Oh,
but
he
he
was
was good.
good. I forgot about him
Right?
too.
He had
He was
I tell
great.
you, Black Captain America,
Yeah,
Baron Zemo, and that
yeah,
one bloody shield scene. Only good good stuff.
yeah. I thought John Walker was actually good. I actually like John Walker. Not
Yeah.
like he
I
was
mean, he's coming
interesting.
back. He's
Yeah,
let's see where his story goes though. Because I feel like like he's just helping them now. Like I hope they
yeah.
don't go that way.
Well, like that one woman seems to be making like a second Avengers,
A
Julia
team,
Louis
right?
Dreyfus. Right.
But you think it's gonna be a like a anti-hero type team?
I think either anti-hero or like straight up villain team.
That would be fun.
Obviously some of them will become good, but like I think some of them
Yeah.
will, because I know Abomination's coming back in Shang-Chi, and
Yes.
like
Yes.
having Abomination
Also,
would be
yeah.
interesting.
And they're showing the Hulk Ross, Thunderbolt Ross.
Yeah,
Like
the Red
I feel
Hulk.
like they're gonna set him up as well for Red Hulk.
Yeah,
That would be sick.
yeah, the Red Hulk's sick. Um, they've done so much with the Hulk. They did so much more with the Hulk than I thought they'd ever do.
Yeah.
Like he's gone through
Yeah.
so much phases. Good for him.
She-Hulk's gonna come out, right? They have that in plan,
Yeah,
so that will be fun.
yeah. No, that one looks really good, and I'm excited. I wonder if She-Hulk and Deadpool are gonna interact. They're both
Oh,
for,
Deadpool's. Oh, dude, I forgot Deadpool like exists. Like,
and
what's going on with that? Is he gonna get a
they're
movie?
making it. Yeah, they're making a third one.
They're making it.
Yeah, in the Marvel universe. Yeah,
That's gonna be amazing.
yeah, rated
I'm
R and
so
everything.
excited for that.
Hmm.
It's confirmed, like
Oh,
rated
it's
R.
confirmed. Yep,
Ryan Reynolds, obviously. I really
yep,
want that Indian guy, the taxi guy,
yeah.
for some reason. I don't know.
What's his
I just
name?
like. I forgot.
Oh, I
I
forgot
should
his name
not be
too.
forgetting. He's like the only Indian guy at the
I
MCU.
know.
I forgot. He's like, oh, now he's in the MCU. Wasn't even
Oh
there
my
before.
god, it's like the tip of my tongue. Oh my god.
I'm
I
dead.
don't be like racist and be like it's something common.
Nah,
It,
it's not even like a common. Oh, it is a common
it's
Indian name. I'm
I
just
don't think it is. I think it is. It's Dopinder. Yeah,
Dupinder. It's a
yeah.
Punjabi name. It's like semi-common. It's not as common as
Okay.
my name, but yeah.
Oh, I didn't know your name.
Yeah,
See,
Dupinder.
well,
Sorry. Yeah.
obviously in America, like the most common name I think of is like Raj. Raj is like very common amongst a lot of Indian
Really?
people I've met. Uh-huh.
Oh shit. I
My
didn't know
first
that.
friend I made in elementary school was Indian. His name was Raj. Super nice guy.
Yeah. You treat him like
Oh,
shit, do you? But yeah, fuck Captain America. Oh wait, no, what's it called? Sorry, Falcon and the Winter Soldier. And I think
yeah.
the same guys are making Captain America 4 now, which will be interesting.
Oh, the same guys who made that?
The same guys that made that, yes.
Okay.
But yeah, that was
That's
a very
sucks.
underwhelming show.
Yeah, I mean, it was, again, just bad. Like, it was just like
What did you think about the suit?
the Falcon suit. Like,
Yeah,
it was fine.
the new one. We're just yeah.
It reminded me of, like, ice cream. Like there's, like, a popsicle
I think I
that
know
looks
exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, and I was
I
like, it
know
looks like a
exactly what you're
popsicle.
talking about. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like a 4th of July special type. Yeah, I think I know what you're
Yes, it
talking about.
is. It's like a little firecracker. Reminded me of that. I was like, oh. Um, I'm not gonna. I have mixed feelings about WandaVision, so I wanted to talk about
Oh yeah,
WandaVision too.
the first 2 episodes I just like. I think the first couple of episodes I couldn't get into it,
Mm-hmm.
but I think around the time when they had that one episode where they showed Domino's like whole like past, like coming back from the snap, like you know how they did like a whole like recap thing that one episode.
Scarlet Witch, right?
Sorry, her name is not Domino. I'm
Yes, no,
being
no.
racist right now. It's a
Oh no,
different.
you're good. Oh,
It's a
no, I know you're
different
talking
name.
about
Yeah, I'm being so racist.
it's Rambo. It's not
Monica
Maria Rambo.
Rambo.
It's Monica Rambo. There you go.
Rambo. There you go. I don't know. Domino was stuck in my head from X-Men. Sorry,
Yeah, I
Deadpool.
know. You're fine.
Um,
I thought you meant Scarlet Witch. I was like, oh, it's interesting.
no. I think it was like the 3rd or 4th episode where they gave that whole recap. And
Yeah.
from there, I really got into the show. The first 2 or 3 black and white episodes, it was just for me.
I really like. I didn't really like it, but I liked it because it was different. I had the opposite thing. The last 2 episodes is where I disliked it. Because
Oh, and they revealed Agatha all along.
I knew it was me Agatha. The entire show,
Yeah,
I knew it was me
me
Agatha.
too.
But I think they fucked themselves because there's all these theories of like Mephisto or like.
Yeah,
Oh, and
I
then,
know what you're talking
dude,
about.
when they brought in Quicksilver and then Quicksilver ended up being a new dude,
Boner.
I was like,
It was a boner joke.
I was so pissed, dude.
Really?
Like, I actually got mad. I got mad.
I kind of enjoyed the lightheartedness about it. Like they just fucking trolled us. You know, it's nice. I kind of
No,
like that.
fuck that, dude. They did troll us for sure. They trolled us, but like it was like, why even do it? Like, why even like obviously
I
people are gonna
liked
get
it.
upset.
I don't know. I thought it was just fun.
I got mad at that. I didn't like the ending. The whole show I liked because it's this kind of it's a whole show about grief, which it was really sad, and I liked that. I liked
Mm.
that it was just a sad show
I think
about.
they at the end that like final like conversation between Wanda and Vision was fucking amazing.
It was very sad. It should have
Yeah.
just been that. It should have just
You
been
think so?
with the fucking. I made this complaint before. The lasers in the sky. I don't know what the fucking lasers in the sky mean, dude. In a fist fight, you
What
punch, like
lasers?
you know. When fucking Wanda's like, you can't defeat me, and Agatha's, they're both shooting fucking like their magic
Oh
at each
right.
other.
That scene did become a bit like true comic booky. You know what I mean?
But it just meant
But I didn't think it was
nothing.
out
I
of
don't.
touch.
Oh, it wasn't out of touch. It was just boring. It was generic. And dude, like,
That's true.
like
It was
what I
it
was,
was generic.
it was just so fucking nothing. It was just so boring. Like,
I
I
enjoyed the
like.
Vision versus Vision conflict
I
though.
didn't. I thought that shit
That
was boring
really,
too. Oh my god, it was
I
so
enjoyed
fucking
that.
boring. It was just like
That's interesting.
which one of us is the real Vision? It was just like, oh, it's like the fucking ship. Have you seen the one the thing the ship thing? At one point,
Thesis.
right?
I mean, I knew
Same
about that
thing.
beforehand, but
No, of course I
it's
did.
just
Yeah, I
different.
did. It's true. It, literally, I thought fucking. Did he mention it? I forgot. I felt like he was going to. It
You
felt like
mentioned
he was gonna
what?
be like, if you change one log in the ship, is it the same ship?
I
Like,
think he explained the whole thing.
oh, did he really? That is so stupid. What a stupid ass
No, he explained the whole
fucking.
thing.
Dude, I remember I seen it, and that's the first thing I thought of. I was like, when the moment he said which one was the real Vision, my first thought was like, oh, is it like the ship thing? And then I zoned out. I guess I didn't see that shit. That sounds so stupid.
I think that's also like the writer part in you though. Like you kind of get to anticipate these things, you know? Like as a common just like normal like show watcher, like
Mhm.
I was just like, "Oh, this is sick." Like not
But
sick, but like, "Oh, like this is fine," you know?
but like in Loki, there were fight scenes, and I love them.
Loki was just next level
It
though,
was
bro.
so
I
good.
fucking loved it.
Like,
And I have to say like the visuals, like
mhm,
I don't that's not really something I focus on, but
mhm.
like just like the fucking like like what do you call it CGI green screen? Like what did
Yeah,
they
yeah, no,
do?
that's CGI. Yeah, that's a lot of
It was
CGI.
just amazing. It was
Yeah,
incredible. I loved
no,
like the whole space scenes, the scene
yeah.
inside the castle. Amazing.
Well, by contrast, too, at one point, one of them asked, like, "What makes a Loki a Loki?" And they're like, "Well, we don't know," and they just move on.
Yeah.
That's what it should have been with LaVision. He'd been like, "Which one is Vision?" I don't know. Move on. Like, who gives a fuck? I don't give a shit. It's the same. Who gives a fuck? Loki was great, and then he wanted to fuck himself. It was great. I loved it. He was like, "I'm gonna
Oh, I
literally."
love that. I
It
fucking
was
love
great.
that. That is the most Loki thing.
Of course, like, of course, it's almost
But
like, of course he would
Loki,
if he could.
yeah. Loki has set the bar so high. Like I
Yeah.
enjoyed every episode so much. It was
Yeah, no,
and Tom Hiddleston is great.
oh, dude, Owen Wilson. I thought Owen Wilson was gonna be weird. He was
Oh
amazing in
yes,
it. He was so good.
amazing. Yes,
And Sylvia was good too. I liked
like
all of them.
nothing missed the mark.
Yeah.
Jonathan Majors is a fantastic actor. I knew nothing about him
Dude.
beforehand,
Yeah.
but he stole the last episode. I am so
Yeah.
excited to see him pop up more in the MCU.
And his range of emotion and the way he was able to sell it was
Unreal,
crazy. That moment when he
unreal.
was scared of himself, like he looked scared of himself, and it was just like, that
Yeah,
is so insane.
big actor.
What
Like
happened?
I don't know anything about him. Is he a big actor?
No, he's gotten more roles recently, so he's doing a lot better right now.
All
So I
right,
think he's kind
he's
of on a
getting up,
roll.
bro. He's fantastic. I mean, he's gonna be the new
Yeah.
big villain now, right? So
Yeah, he's
he's
Kang.
chilling.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, no,
he actually blew my mind away. I really enjoyed his acting.
it was just so,
Um,
because it could have easily been like cheesy or kind of like dumb, and it wasn't. It was fun. He went crazy. Like, obviously you would
yeah,
go crazy. And just like his whole like, fuck it, I'll be back in a minute, even if you kill me. Like, it doesn't matter. Like,
yeah.
none of this matters. It's like, yeah.
It's just so cool. This
Do you?
Minutes, fantastic.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah.
Oh no, I thought there was a second where I was like, is she gonna be the villain? Like, is she gonna like break out? Is it gonna be like an
Yeah.
Agatha thing?
There's gonna be a
Um,
season 2,
yeah,
which is great.
I'm excited. I really
Yeah,
want to see where they're
no.
gonna go with it.
You think Kang is just gonna be Kang in season 2, or they're
No,
gonna do some?
I think it's something else. I think they set up Kang, but I think they're gonna.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it could just be Kang. Yeah. Well, I was gonna
But I'm
say,
surprised. All right, continue.
no, no, you, I can't trust enough. I talk way more than you do. Go.
No, I'm kind of about to change the topic, so you can talk.
Oh, okay. Well, real quick, um, I was gonna ask, what do you think the ending meant? Because I took it to mean like it's things have been changed already. Like they already changed the timeline, and now Kang has like when Loki gets back and meets Owen Wilson. Owen Wilson's like, "Who are you?" Like, and they look and that's a whole new timeline already, right? Like the world's already changed.
A different timeline right now. That was such a
Yeah,
dumb joke. I regret
no, that's
that.
very
Fuck
good.
me.
Well, okay, that's what I was going to bring up though. For Loki, gets back to real
Yeah.
quick, gets back to TVA. Meets Owen Wilson. Owen Wilson is what we're talking about. There's a king statue.
Mm,
That's a new timeline, right?
mm.
That's
Oh
how I
yeah,
took it.
I think he came back to a different TVA. Yeah.
There we go. Because I had friends who didn't think that, but I was like, I think it's just the whole universe has changed already. It's done.
Nah, that's the first thing that came to my mind. Yeah.
All right, cool.
Well,
What
what
was
do they think? Like, there's
I
just
don't
one timeline
know.
still?
Yeah, I don't know
That
what
wouldn't
they
make any
thought.
sense. That
Yeah,
defeats the
well, yeah, I
purpose
was
of
like,
what just
if
happened.
there's a big ass king statue in the middle. Like in the beginning, it was
Yeah.
the three dudes he made up.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, when they threw like the ball, like when Sylvie throws the ball and it knocks off one of their heads, and like they realize they're robots and they just keep laughing, I was like, that's kind of creepy. Like that was actually kind of like
Yeah.
that's kind of a weird thing.
I kind of anticipated that they're just gonna be like puppets, you know? Like they're not gonna be like real fucking people though.
I didn't. I thought I was like, oh cool, they're gonna
Oh.
meet him. So that's when it happened. I was like, fuck,
Mm.
that was cool.
Oh,
Um,
and the fucking other like, variant Lokis, fucking class,
that was
Gator
great.
Loki. I love that episode. President Loki, sick.
The President Loki was awesome. He gets his fucking hand cut off. It
Yeah.
was so
Yeah.
good. Oh, dude, the crocodile Loki, like they're all so good.
Yeah. Like this show just did not miss. It was
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah, no, it was like, the only episode I didn't like was when they go to that random planet for no reason. That's the one where I was like, oh, okay,
The train stuff. It was a
yes,
slower episode. Yeah.
yeah, and that's the one where I was like, okay, like kind of waiting for something to
I
happen.
really liked that scene at the end though, where like they're like trying to get to the ship, but the ship just like it's. I think they do it in like a one take, and it kind of just goes like
Oh,
all over the place.
dude, when he stops the building, I was like, yo, how powerful is he?
Oh
Because
yeah,
that's crazy.
oh yeah. We saw like new powers. They were amazing.
He just looked at it and it went back, and it didn't look like he was trying. It looked like he just like nonchalantly was like building go back, and I was like, oh, like
Yeah,
he really is like kind of a beast. Like he should use that shit more often.
I fucking
Um,
loved his acting.
he's so
There's this
good.
one very specific scene. I think it's like in the second, like it's when they go to that supermarket store where
Yeah.
the chick is hiding,
Mhm.
and then he does like this weird like smile thing when he first talks to her. I fucking loved that. I don't know why. Like I like went back and I saw that like 5 times for some reason. It was just so like
Because he's
captivating,
like,
you know?
yeah, no, he's so sure of himself that he was like, oh, like all I need to
Right.
do is
I
talk
fucking
now.
loved it. Yeah, Loki's Tom Hiddleston's amazing.
It's crazy that
I
he
love
wasn't
him.
famous before Loki. That's
Yeah.
insane. Good for him.
What else is he in? I don't even fucking know.
He was in Kong.
Oh yeah, I fucking like, he's not memorable though in that movie.
No, no, he's not memorable in it.
Yeah. You watch Suicide Squad?
The new one, yeah. Did you like it?
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah,
Like James Gunn does not miss either.
yeah.
Fantastic.
It was good. I'm not gonna. I didn't like
Everybody
a.
was.
Oh, everybody, dude. Fucking Margot Robbie was insane. Like she was so
Yeah.
good. Like she was just like so like it was perfect. Like every way, like it was like that's Harley Quinn and Amanda Waller. My mom doesn't like Amanda Waller.
Oh
And I was like,
yeah,
no, that's the character. Like that's a perfect portrayal of Amanda Waller. You
she's a
should
bitch.
fucking
Yep.
hate her. That scene where Bloodsport has the pen at her neck and she tells everyone to stand down
Oh
and
yeah,
they
she
go,
doesn't even
man,
flinch. It's just, yeah.
yeah. It's like that's Amanda Waller. Like that she is so good as Amanda Waller. Yeah.
I was actually so tense when she was about to flip the switch on Idris
Yeah.
Elba. I was like, "You fucking bitch! If you do that shit."
I was curious, like
no. Even Baby Shark's like dumb jokes, like nom nom, for some reason just like made me elated. I don't know why.
I
It was just
liked
fantastic.
I liked the King Shark joke where fucking he sees a bird, like they're on the comms and they're all trying to like figure out where all the people are, and he just goes,
Yay!
bird. Nananu,
I'm
stay
also
off
I
the
also I'm in love with Ratcatcher 2 for some reason,
No, she's
and
great.
she's just
That actress crushed it.
beautiful. Like
Yeah.
I fell in love with her,
Just
and she's
very
like
like
she's an
endearing.
unknown Portuguese actress apparently. I didn't know that. I thought she was probably like some big star by now. I fucking loved her.
I think in Portugal, it's crazy. Like people, it's like America has such like a weird monopoly on like movies. They're like
Actors,
in
actors. Yeah,
right, like in Portugal, she's well known
I
apparently.
don't.
Like so, like I was like, oh, that's cool. But she crushed it. They were all. It's true. Like everyone was pretty. I can't think of anyone that wasn't good. I guess the only character I wanted more from was the Thinker. I felt like the Thinker was like, oh, okay, like kind of unmemorable. Oh, fucking lag.
Oh yeah, like you're supposed to start and these. It's like
There we go.
yes, hello.
Yeah, we're back.
You're supposed to be the fucking smartest guy in the DC universe, you know?
Yeah. It
And
bugged
like he
me
was
too.
just acting like a fucking puppet.
What I thought was
Sorry.
gonna happen. No, I completely agree. When Starro gets him, I thought he was gonna be like, "I have a bomb in your head too. You're gonna listen to me now." Or I thought like something was
Right.
gonna happen. I
Yeah.
thought he was gonna have something up his sleeve. I thought he's gonna
I
be
thought
like,
he had control over him, like literally like brainwashed him or something by that point. It was
I
just
thought so
so like
too.
his
I
death
thought it
was
was
just so
cool.
like
Dumb.
underwhelming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I thought maybe Starro had Stockholm syndrome. Which I would have been cool, right? If you convinced him,
Yeah.
like, I took
That's
care
true.
of you
That's
this
true.
entire time, and I was trying to make you powerful. You couldn't have been this without me. Like,
Yeah.
and then, like, what did he do that was a genius? Like, what was his genius
Yeah.
plan? Like, he could have easily just been a scientist dude. Like,
Exactly. I was just about I think they just wanted to add another DC character, so they're like, oh, let's make him the thinker, you know?
yeah. It did. It felt so like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like, he just died. I was like, that's fine. Um, well, I loved
What was
Weasel.
I gonna say?
I love the Weasel.
Oh, it was great.
So
It
good.
was so fucking weird.
My
Do you think there's
favorite
gonna be a
part.
sequel? There
Yeah,
should be, right?
I think
And they're
so.
just gonna like bring like 15 new characters.
And
It's
murder
gonna be
everybody.
sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite part is when I like how like no one even knows if Weasel accepted it. They just brought him. Like when they have him locked up and he's like, he's harmless.
Yeah.
Well, he killed 27 children, but we think he accepted this. And then like I was gonna say, I told
Yeah.
mom about like when he's getting pushed into the water, he tries to tell him he can't swim. Like you see him just go like, and like they push him anyways, and like he just drowns immediately. It's so good.
That scene is actually so funny. Like,
And the way they watch him too, they're just looking at him like they're just like nonchalant, like no one gives a shit. Like they're just watching him die. It
I
was
mean,
good.
DC like universe is finally looking up right now. You know,
They finally
they're making a
realize what
couple
they
of
have to do. Yeah,
right.
they
No, I'm
just
excited for the future.
they need to do the opposite of Marvel. So Marvel is super cookie cutter. Everything's the same vision. If
Yep.
DC is smart, they should just be like, good director, do whatever you want with it. We don't give a fuck. You're a good director. You could probably make something cool, and
Yep.
you'll have some misses. You have a lot of like the DCEU is just so fucking dumb, and like I love DC. I'm a huge DC fan. I'm a
Yeah.
DC guy over Marvel, but fuck, dude, like it was bad. Like
What do they have coming up? Like, what's their next film?
let me check real quick. I know
Batman?
Shazam's coming up.
Or is that?
Oh, the Batman, dude, that
Oh,
shit
there's
looks
another
good.
Shazam coming.
Yeah,
No, Batman's gonna be sick. Cause like
I'm
from what I've heard, it's
excited.
gonna be like an actual like detective thing. You know, it's not just gonna
I
be like
Yeah. I've read the comic book. It's based off of The Long Halloween. Like
don't spoil
it's
shit.
I'm
Yeah,
not, but it's a good comic book. If
I'm
I'm
hyped.
curious to see how they're gonna do it. I mean, it's I'm not sure how much of it's gonna be based off it.
Mm,
Off what I could tell, The Dark Knight was more faithful to The Long Halloween. But
mm. Oh, okay.
so Black Adam is coming July 2022. So that's The Rock as the
I feel like
Shazam
that
villain.
movie's like been in production for like 4 or 5 years now. Like The
Apparently,
Rock was
it's
announced so
coming.
long ago.
Oh,
I
it's
don't know, I'm
already in
not
post production though, so
okay.
it's coming. Yeah.
I'm not excited for it.
I am. I'm not gonna lie. I actually am. I'm curious to see how it's gonna go.
You fucking
Um,
slut. I don't
I
know why.
loved Shazam. I thought Shazam was very
I enjoyed
nice.
Shazam. We watched it together. I remember.
We did. It was
I
very
enjoyed
like
it. I didn't love
family.
it. Yeah,
Yeah, but it was very. I think it's like the most. It was very different from any other superhero movie I think I've ever seen in my entire life. It was like a family movie.
that's
Like
fair.
I've never seen
Especially
anything
the
else
ending.
like that. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
very. The whole
that's true.
point was about family. Like I was like, oh, that's so nice.
For
Um, The
some reason, you don't like the
Flash.
Fast and Furious, huh? You prick. It's all about
It's
family.
only family. You know what pissed me off? I've made that joke for years. I've made that joke for years that
Oh,
they're
now it's
it's
becoming
just
mainstream.
familia. Yeah, now it's mainstream. I was like, you fucking this is bullshit. I said the movie's all about family and Coronas, and then like now everyone knows. And it's like, oh well, fuck you guys. I made that joke for years.
Uh,
I'd even do like yeah, because he would. It's about familia. Like it. So bummed.
Did you watch Wonder Woman 2? I didn't watch it. I heard it was shit.
Oh, horrible. It's an
Yeah,
awful movie.
damn.
It's remember how I said Black Widow was bad? It makes Black
It's
Widow look like fucking The Dark Knight. Like
like
it's
what made
a
it so
god awful
shit though?
movie.
Like the story was just boring.
Oh my fucking god. I
Bro,
don't
I
even
love
get
the
what the fuck was
expression on your
happening.
face when you're pissed. Like I don't know
Like,
why, it just makes me happy.
dude, like, dude, it was the most fucking idiotic thing. So Pedro Pascal, who I
Oh,
fucking
he's
love Pedro
fantastic.
Pascal.
Yeah.
He plays Donald Trump. Like
What?
not literally,
Oh,
but pretty.
okay.
It's dude. He has the hair. He's a billionaire, and he talks about like making America great again. Like it's obviously Donald Trump, and like he fucking gets. I forgot what it's like some stone or some bullshit, and you could. It makes you grant wishes, and they're all but bad. But then he's like, I want to. He pulls a Aladdin, and he's like, I want to become the genie now. So then, if you wish something, it comes true. It was awful. And then
What villain
Christian
is he
Wiig,
supposed to be?
Max Lord, that's his name.
Oh, I don't know him. Okay.
Yeah, but like it just, and then it was about his son. It was just dumb. And then like Wonder Woman like rapes a man, like not really, but kinda. Like so she wishes for Chris Pine to come back. So then he comes back, but then it's not like him. He comes back in the body of a different man, and she see like it's physically it looks like a different man. So then they
Okay.
have sex like
Oh
in his
no.
body, like and they do stuff in this guy's body. It's like what the fuck is, and they never bring it up. They're never like, oh, this is wrong. Like you're in a different guy. She's just like, oh, cool. I love you, and he's
Like
cute.
takes over a different person?
Yes.
Oh, so it's not, oh my god. And I'm
Yeah.
guessing it ends with like Gal Gadot realizing like, oh, this is wrong, and then like reversing.
No, I'll say. So you brought up. Does it end with Gal Gadot realizing this is wrong to like
Yeah.
take over another guy's body, right, and have sex with that
Yep.
man and be with that man? Nope. Never gets brought up. Never gets brought up that it's fucked up that like Chris Pine's dead, and he's just taking over some other guy's body. Never brought up.
Yeah.
It's a fuck movie. It's so stupid. And then like it's just bad. It was just bad, dude. And like what sucks is like there's parts of it that were kind of cool. Like the mall scene in the beginning was sick, but then like everything after that, it's like I don't
Okay.
care. Like this is not good. And I like Gal Gadot's act. Oh,
I think
oh, good.
I think they should just scrap the whole fucking team up movie, DCU, and just like make these films, individual films.
I agree. I'm looking at the other films that they have. So in the future, they have The Flash, Aquaman 2, and Shazam 2.
Well, I mean, all three of those are going to be in the universe, right? Team up
Well,
universe, whatever.
to be fair though, like what's it called? Shazam, it's there but not really. It's not like.
Okay,
And
makes
then
sense.
the Flash
Wait, so there's going to
heavily.
be a Black Adam and a Shazam too, or are
Well,
they the
yeah.
same?
No, they're different.
Okay, that's cool. That's
Yeah,
cool. That's
I
cool.
thought those. I think they're gonna clash in Shazam 2, which I think is a great
Yeah,
idea.
that makes sense. Yep,
Um,
that makes sense.
I think the Flash. Apparently, the Flash is gonna have fucking Ben Affleck and Michael Keaton come back, so that's gonna be interesting.
Oh, they're going to do multiverse shit. Okay,
It is multiverse. So I'm curious to see how it's gonna go.
okay.
I hope they bring back what's his name, Thomas Wayne, and I forgot, and Martha Wayne for. Have you ever seen like what they become in other universes? No.
I know his father becomes Batman in one of the universes.
Yeah. Well, his
Yeah.
dad becomes a murderous Batman, and his mom becomes
Mm.
Joker.
Oh, I did not know his mom becomes Joker. That's sick.
She
Wait,
goes
that's wait.
crazy and
Why has
becomes
that not
Joker.
happened yet? That's insane. I love
Right.
that.
So, and like the actors they got to do it would be perfect for it. Like the actors they
Yeah.
have in that universe, they would be amazing for those roles. So I hope they do it. Um,
Well, that actually blew my mind. I'd fucking love to see that.
I know. And they might do. I don't know how likely it is, but I really hope they do because it happens in
Mm.
Flashpoint during the Flashpoint universe. That's when Flash meets Batman, but it's Thomas Wayne and Joker as the mom.
Okay,
So like,
that's crazy. Wow.
yeah. Um, the Batman looks so good though. Robert Pattinson looks good.
It's gonna
Like
be
I'm
sick.
excited.
It's gonna be sick. When does that
If
come
you're
out? This year or next year?
next year,
Okay, but early next year.
yeah, I think like March,
Oh, okay, that's good. So soon. That's
dude.
so mad, bro. We're close to 2022.
I know 4 months. Yeah,
Uh,
COVID sucks ass.
what
Hate it.
were we talking about? Were we talking about Marvel?
Oh yeah, we'll go back to Marvel. Let me look at the Marvel movies are coming up. Well, I was gonna ask, do you
I
want to go
know.
over? Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
So do you want to go over some like theories of like what might happen? There's a bunch of like fan theories of like shit that would happen,
Yeah, I'm down.
and I thought it'd be cool if we do like fact or crap, and like
Yeah,
fact is gonna happen or crap is
let's do it. Let's.
this sounds stupid. I'm just
Are there
gonna
like
cheat.
there's
Oh,
supposed to
good.
be a Spider-Man movie, right? This year?
Um, yeah, there is. Yeah,
Where's the fucking trailer?
no one knows, and people are getting pissed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why are people getting pissed?
Oh, I don't know. Because people are like, when's it gonna happen? Like, we want to see it already.
Fucking COVID 3 hits. Everything goes back into fucking lockdown. Oh, dude. I
Dude,
shouldn't even put that out in the world.
I'm looking at these fan theories. These fan theories are the worst things I've heard in my entire life. I'm going to Reddit because Reddit has
Oh,
interesting
God.
shit. The other ones are
Yeah.
awful. The other ones are literally like the dumbest shit. Let's see.
What's the next TV show that's coming out?
Oh, what if it's coming out tomorrow?
That's the animated one, right?
Yes, very
Hmm.
excited. Oh my god, like I'm trying my best, mate. Oh my fucking god. Either of these are like already been confirmed or they haven't. So like,
I'll ask you a question.
yeah,
Uh, so you know how Kang is supposed to like show up in Ant-Man?
yes.
Like, but like, he should be like a Thanos type villain, right? Like a team up movie villain, right?
To be fair, we don't
Like,
really
what do you
know
think?
yet.
Like, but like, I feel like it won't do him justice after that fucking whole Loki season, just to like have him like die in Ant
Mm.
Man, fucking Paul Rudd doing his shit. You know, I'd hate that.
What might occur is he doesn't die like that because there's
Another
thousands
variant
of him.
comes.
Right, there's just
Mm.
constant variants of him. So that
I
is
would like
super
a
possible.
variant to just pop up in every movie. Not every, but like from like
Over
in like different. Right, yeah. And they don't
right,
necessarily have
that'd
to
be
like
cool.
deal with him, but he just pops up. You know,
Yeah. Well,
that would be
there
fun.
was one. Fuck. Shit. I was gonna say there was a fucking. There's a couple theories. Well, fuck. I forgot what they were. I'm gonna just go on my fucking phone because most of the theories I remember are older now.
Mm.
God damn it. These theories are the worst fucking theories I've seen in my entire life. Okay. I don't give a shit. I don't give like all these ones like all the theories are like this like one theory the Daily Bugle is in Iron Man 3.
What?
Okay. Yeah, like who gives a shit? Like even if that's true, like I don't give a fuck. Okay, here we go. I don't know what that is. Oh my god, these are like the most idiotic shit, dude. Like I genuinely like this shit's terrible. Um okay, well you know what? This is an interesting one. I'll take this
Mm.
shit. Okay. That there wasn't like you don't remember how Terrence Howard used to play like Iron his friend, right? And
Yeah.
like Edward Norton used to play the Hulk. There
Yeah.
is a theory that like they didn't get, like, obviously they got recast, but like like to make sense of that, the universe changed, like the timelines changed, so those are different timelines. Where in one of them it's Terrence Howard, one of them it's Edward Norton, and we're in a new timeline where it's not those
Mm,
guys. You don't like that one?
that shit's not happening.
No, they're never going to say
Nah,
it officially.
nah.
I mean,
Like
you
what?
can't disprove it.
Like I just don't care. I
That's
guess I
fair.
can't prove it or disprove it. Like it's like it doesn't have to happen, you know. Like it's not a theory, bro. It's just like,
Like,
sure.
maybe not, maybe, okay. That's fair. I just have some ones.
Hmm.
Okay, real quick. Do you think
Hmm.
Doctor Strange actually only seen one, like, timeline? Well, because that confused the shit out of me. Because remember how, like, he sees, like, he's able to see the future, and he sees 164 million different ways the battle could go out, and there's only one where they win?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, according to the TVA, that's not even possible. Like, there's only
I think. Well, he's using the time stone to do that, right?
right, but like in reality, shouldn't he be like, for some reason, I only see one? Like, for God knows what reason, I can't see any other outcome except for one. Like, do you think he just like lied?
I think the way it works is that in his mind,
Uh
he's
huh.
able to go forward in time and like do
Okay,
one way, and he sees that fail. Then he goes back in time, and then he just repeats that. You know.
that makes sense though. I mean, that makes sense. I just think like, but like, isn't the time stone like not that? Isn't the time like because it looked like he was searching for timelines and like that shouldn't be possible.
I think the way he said it is like he just ran like 15 million, whatever the number is,
Hmm.
like uh thought thought bubbles or like I think I remember him saying he like ran like these like different ways in his head,
Okay.
kind of like how computer runs like different algorithms. You know what I mean?
Hmm. Yeah.
And like that's how he interpreted. Like he didn't necessarily like
Okay.
look into different realities. Who the
Okay.
fuck knows? Who the
That's
fuck
I mean
knows?
that's an interesting possibility. I mean, it's kind of fucked up to like he knows that Tony Stark's gonna have to kill himself, and he just didn't give a shit.
Yep. Yeah.
Like,
I mean, it's all to save the world, right? It's supreme
but something that
sorcerer.
always bugged me is like Captain Marvel probably could have easily just snapped it, and it would have been nothing.
How did how did Thanos like fuck her off? Because remember she came in like she fucked up the
And
ship,
she
and
was
what
beating the
happened?
shit out of him. Yeah. Oh, I know for sure for Scarlet Witch, he literally nuked his own people. For
All
Cap-
right, yeah.
I think she ends up having to do something else. I think she has to like save somebody else, so she gets distracted or something. Because she's more powerful than he is.
Well, I think he just used the Infinity Gauntlet.
Oh, and it's
I
like
think he had
knocked
to
her ass
use the
out.
Infinity.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Um.
I don't remember.
Oh, do you think the Red Guard, or it's Red Guardian, right? Do you think he actually fought Captain America, or do you think he's just bullshitting?
I think he's bullshitting, bro. That guy's a bullshitter
Well, no, he
through.
doesn't. What else does he lie about? He doesn't really lie about shit.
Nah, dude. He's in fucking prison, bro. You want to be the cool guy, you know?
But he
Fucking up
already is the
everyone.
cool guy. He's already
Nah,
Captain
dude.
the Red Guardian.
Bro, I'm telling you, Russians won't give a fuck if you're like if you're the right. They're gonna give a fuck if you fucked up America. That's
But
how
like,
Russians give a shit.
but he even on his own he asked Black Widow if Captain America ever brought him up.
I think the only way that makes sense if it was Captain America that's not Steve Rogers, whether it's like the
I
Black
think so
Panther.
too.
Yeah,
Or but also like Captain America, wasn't he going back to finish the stones? Like maybe he could have like, well, that confused the shit out of me too because
cool.
in,
That's actually really cool.
well,
I see
yeah,
what you mean.
in Endgame, right? Like this always confused the shit out of me. When he goes back in time
Hmm.
and lives with Peggy Carter, is that
Yes,
the same universe or is it a that's a different universe, right? That
it's a
has
different
to be.
timeline.
Right.
Yeah,
So this is confusing about the TVA. Is it one timeline or is it multiple timelines that they just put on the same track?
um,
And like,
what do you mean
if
by
it,
one on the same track? What do you mean?
so let's say, like, we have, let's say there's 1,000 different timelines somehow, right?
Yeah,
If, like, you know the butterfly effect, right? So
yeah.
let's say right now, when we did the podcast, I took a drink of water right now. And then in a
Yes.
different timeline, it's so similar. The only difference is I take it 2 minutes from now, but everything else is identical, right?
Yeah.
Maybe the TVA almost is like a micromanager to where in every universe I drink it right now. Like every universe has the same one where
Oh,
we
that would
drink
be
it at the
cool.
same time, and like it's all it's 1,000 universes where it's identical. So to make sure that they could never no, but that doesn't make sense, right? Because
Well,
the
I
one is
remember that they said in the show that the Avengers going back in time was part of the plan. It was a part of like the whole timeline. So I think that by default that means that it all had to be on the same path, no?
okay. Well, here's what's confusing then.
Yeah.
When Cap talks to Peggy Carter, and because she got married, right? Because
Yes.
or else Sharon would be his like
Oh,
direct descendant.
it's fucking weird, yeah.
But like that's not what happened. So I don't understand that either. If that was meant to happen, isn't there like shouldn't there always be two Captain Americas then? There'd be one in the ice and then one who's living his life with Peggy Carter.
Yes. Yes. There should be.
But
You are
that's not what
right.
happened. So what the
What
fuck?
if they just fucked off? They're like, fuck the guy at the ice. We have a different one here now.
Genuinely, like they could. Well, like, and he would be. He's literally like one of the most famous people ever. Like he's
Yeah.
so fucking famous that Coulson, 100 years later, still has
Yeah.
cards with him on it.
Yep.
So he's super fucking famous. So they would have known it was him. So I don't get that. I don't get how they are gonna explain that
I
because that doesn't
think
make any sense.
that's just a gray area once again. Because
Yeah,
I
they
have
kind
no
of
fucking
bust.
clue either.
And I don't know. Because I know they're gonna be like, well, it's all meant to happen, but like, oh, this confused the shit out of me. If
Yeah.
everything was meant to happen, how the fuck did Loki get the cube? If everything is so heavily
Well,
micromanaged,
that
what
they said
occurred?
that that they said, you know, that beginning like first episode graphic,
Uh-huh.
they showed like sometimes like little variance happens. That's the part where they don't like they're like they miss a spot. That's literally how they explained it. And my the way I interpreted it, it was like, oh, we missed a spot. So that's why we have like these soldiers that go and prune the whole timeline.
But like, what happened? Like, I guess at this point, what bugs me is like, I don't see what could have happened. Like, wait, because consider this, right?
Yes.
Like, that happens. Like, wait, so here's why it throws off everything. Loki getting the cube is what sends them back to the 80s, right?
Yes.
Remember, because then they have to get the cube from the 80s and get
And
more
that's where
Pym
the
particles.
motherfucker meets Peggy. Oh shit.
Right. So, how is any of that premeditated, or how is it
Oh,
planned?
bro, that's a great point. That's
Dude,
a
it doesn't
great
make
fucking point.
any sense. So, like, if there's not a universe where Loki doesn't get the cube, then they never go back to the 80s. They never see Piggy. They never get more Pym particles. They never do any of that stuff. Loki gets the cube. Now everything is
Okay.
thrown off chart. Dude, Tony Stark met his own dad. That's how much Loki getting the cube changed shit. So
Okay,
like,
that's a great fucking point.
and then isn't him meeting his dad the reason why he sacrifices himself because he realizes that he has to care about the future of his child.
Bro, I think they're just gonna sweep this shit under the rug. Like they're not gonna talk about this.
Yeah, probably.
I didn't even think about this.
It's the
Like
first thing I
I
thought of.
like this is like I feel like they would have mentioned like brought this up. No, this is actually insane. I did not think about this.
It's the first thing I thought of. Where I
Yeah,
was like,
Loki really fucked shit up.
yeah,
Yeah,
they
it's fair
really
enough.
botched it. Like, it didn't make any sense. Yeah, no, it didn't make any sense. And like, yeah, no, they confused the shit out of me with this. Like,
Nah.
and then like, I don't know. It's just confusing. Oh, and Scott Johansson's never coming back because of fucking legal issues. And yeah, just for the audience to know, Shar's
Hello?
camera's off. Oh, could you hear me? Could you hear me, Shar?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Shar's
Yes.
camera's off just because we
Yes,
haven't
yes,
had any
yes, yes, yes.
connection issues. So it's nothing. It's not. It's just because connection issues. It's easier to hear him like this.
I'm naked.
He also got naked in between takes, and if you have a problem with that, you're just king shaming at this point. You're a bad person.
Yeah. What? Yeah. You racist fucks.
And you're racist.
What is your viewership like? Just a tangent.
It's like 10 people.
Is there viewership?
Yeah, there is.
Okay. Okay, that's good.
Surprisingly,
Yeah, you
no,
start somewhere, right?
To be fair, like I bet just like my friends and family, obviously, but like they're watching.
Yeah,
The average viewership number is actually pretty high. It's like 35 people. Like for a thing that we started like a month ago. I'll take
that's
it.
yeah. You definitely have to cut some stuff out then.
Huh.
If it's family as well, you definitely have to cut some stuff out.
Oh, I don't think my family. I think it's more friends. Hopefully, but if it's family, there's a lot of like already crazy shit I've
Oh
already said.
really?
We're like they already now know some stuff.
Fine, they already don't
If,
like you. It doesn't matter.
yeah, it's fine. It's okay. They're Mexicans. Well, I've actually told this story before. I'm so successful that like I could kind of do anything. My family just has to accept it at this point. Like most people, if you're gay, like your family like could just disown you. But I'm so successful, even if I was just super
Yeah.
gay, they'd have to be like, okay. Like they just have to accept it because I'm too successful. Yeah, they just be like, okay, you bitch. I'll take it.
You demon spawn.
Like actually, yeah. Like I could do a lot of crazy shit right now. I get away with it. I'm pretty happy about that.
Gets naked as well.
On camera. Um,
OnlyFans.
Me and Luca talked about it. We are like, bro, we could just do an
Of
OnlyFans and
course
make
you
a
did.
fuck ton of money.
We're about to start talking about your dick again. I know. It's just gonna go there.
Yeah.
Lucas switches off.
Starts crying. What are we talking about? Oh yeah, Loki fucked up a bunch of stuff.
Loki.
Um, I'm curious to see how they're gonna bring in the X-Men and we already have Spider-Man, so they're not
I
worried
mean,
about
this
that.
paves the way, though, right? They're like they have to
Yeah.
just do multiverse. It's fucking
Yeah.
easy.
Well, because
Oh, it's gonna
or
be so
I'll
sick.
like because I was thinking like for the X-Men, their whole thing is like they're discriminated against. Like that's like the whole point of the X-Men.
Yeah.
And like
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
all are born with it. Like that's why they're
Yep.
mutants. So like it has to be some sort of weird crossover with like the or what someone even said, and I thought this was kind of a cool idea, is what they might do is because the timelines are all fucked up,
Mhm.
retroactively mutant like because they fucked with the timeline so much, mutations occurred in some people's DNA.
Yeah.
So that's how mutants
That'll be
start.
sick.
Or like or someone I think someone even said like Wanda starts like the mutations in everybody else. Like her whole fucking up of everything. Oh,
Like
did you
House of
see
M, but like reverse.
right, like reverse
Like
House of M.
yeah. I see what you
What
mean.
did you ever see there's someone pointed out that if you sync up WandaVision's last episode and
I saw
Loki's
that,
last
but I think it's just I just think it's a coincidence. I don't think it's like
I don't think it's coincidence. I do think she
bro,
did
if they
something.
actually fucking bring that up in the future, like hats off, man. Like just take all my fucking money, take my future kids, take my daughter's virginity. That's fucking amazing. Like you win. Fucking
I
win. You
I
know?
think I think she might have done something. I think she might have
That's actually that would be unreal.
well, because Agatha mentions it. Agatha literally says like you know, the stone gave you extra powers, but it just it touched something that was already there. Like you're already something different.
So
So
you're just saying all the women of the MCU are fucking up the multiverse. First Scarlet Witch and then
Loki,
Loki.
yeah,
Yeah.
Sylvie,
She's gonna come
yeah.
back, right? But I don't see what she would come back in besides Loki season 2.
I mean, she could just be like also. I mean, if they ever want to like retire Tom Hiddleston, she could just take over for Loki.
True. There could be so many like just like random character pop-ups. Fucking White Vision,
Mhm.
all of the what's the Captain America, the white guy whose name I'm forgetting.
John Walker.
Uh, yeah, John Walker. There you
Yeah.
go. Yeah. It's just random shit. It's
No,
gonna be great.
they're crushing
Oh,
right now.
we forgot to talk about like the two fucking best characters. Jimmy from WandaVision, and I
Um,
forgot the other.
Darcy.
Yes, Darcy. Fucking
Yeah,
class.
no, I liked him a lot. No, they did a great job.
Jimmy's great. I fucking
Yeah.
I saw this random fucking Facebook post where Jimmy and Owen Wilson's character just meet up, and it's just like a crime TV show, just like the like nothing
Dude,
MCU related.
yes.
That would be
Yes.
sick. That would
No,
be
what they
fucking
should
sick.
do, it should be like, have you seen X-Files? Or like, are you aware of
I know.
X-Files?
I've not seen an episode. I'm aware. I'm aware. Yes.
They should just do X-Files, but like in the
Fucking
MCU with
class.
Jimmy and
Yeah,
Mobius.
dude.
Like that'd be
It's like the
amazing.
ultimate duo.
Just
Yeah.
riding around on like a fucking what are those called? The little boat, the little thing. A
No
fucking
idea.
jet ski? A jet ski.
Oh yes, a jet ski. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Always sick. Yeah,
I
those
like
guys
the
are class.
I really like that twist in Loki because for a while I was like, why are they all human? Like, why is everyone on the TVA human beings? It confused the shit out of me because I was like,
Yeah,
why wouldn't there be aliens? And it makes so much more sense when Kang goes like, well, I'm human, so I just got humans because like I know human shit. So like that makes I was like,
yeah.
oh, like that makes so much sense. That was cool. Oh, something that did confuse
Dude,
me
I'm
though.
gassed. Like I don't know why. It's like really fucking nerdy, but I'm so excited for the shit they're gonna do with Kang.
I
Like that
know,
guy was sick. He was so good. He hyped me up.
and
Yeah, what
like
were you saying?
no, I was like his. I really can't stress enough. Like the fear of himself makes you go like, what's gonna like
Yeah,
happen now? Like what? Like in thousands of
yeah.
him. Like what is gonna happen? Oh, and I wonder how they can bring in the Fantastic Four. That's gonna be interesting too.
I think Fantastic Four is gonna be the first Fox movie, right? Like they've
Well,
announced it and everything.
it would make sense if they're introduced to in Black Panther because that's how they're introduced in the comic books.
Oh, that would be nice.
Or
What
actually, I
are they
think
gonna
it's
do with Black
reversed.
Panther? Like they're
I
not
don't
gonna
know.
have T'Challa, right?
Yeah, they can't.
So no, like they're not gonna replace him. That's what I'm asking, right?
Oh, they might. I've heard his sister. I've heard M'Baku,
No, no, no.
and
So
I've
like I mean, like they're not gonna replace him with an actor and just be like, oh, he's still T'Challa, the same as.
right. Yeah, I don't think they're doing that.
All right, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, I mean that would just be disrespectful.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I heard his voice is in What If, which is cool.
it is. Yeah, it's his last performance.
Mm,
Yeah, that shit was so sad.
mm.
Yeah, that shit like, cause it just and it reminds you too, like, oh yeah, you could just die, you know, like you could just be doing stuff, living your life, having a crazy like he was young, he was like 40, you could have a great fucking career, and then just be dead.
What was his condition?
I think he had cancer.
Ah,
Yeah,
it's a shame.
yeah, no, it is. What were you saying though? Fucking
Yeah, Shuri might take over.
Shuri and Baku are Killmonger, so there's some people who could take over for him. Yeah, so we'll see. Yeah, sad. And then they're doing Captain Marvel 2 with Monica
Mm.
Rambeau.
That will just be. I hope that's a space adventure.
They should go crazy with it. I
I
hope,
want more space movies. I'm kind of bored of all the Earth stuff.
dude. There's like a whole universe out there. Like they could go,
Exactly.
like, and what they could easily do is like, it doesn't have to be like a big story. It doesn't have to be like the universe is ending. It could literally be like a small town in a small planet far, far away, and they just have to
Exactly.
help somebody,
Fucking
and like
love
that'd be
that.
great. It'd be like so cool. Because the
You haven't seen Agents of
Guardians,
Shield, right?
no.
There's just like this one episode where they're on like a random ass planet as you described, and they're just in
Hmm.
like the casino of that planet, and it's just like it's like one of the best episodes ever. Like it's
It,
just like it's exactly what you're describing, just a small town, small story. And
yeah,
it's only for one episode, but it's so fucking good. They're just
it
like
makes
high
it
in the
interesting.
casino at one point. Yeah,
Yeah,
so much
because
world building, bro. You can do so much. Yeah,
well, like, and the world can't always be at stake. Like, and who even gives a fuck after all? Not in a mean way, but there's sometimes you're like, I don't even care that everyone's dead. Like, I would rather like one character dying is so much more important than
exactly.
everybody. So like, you could just like I remember when Yondu died
Yeah.
in Guardians 2. My mom cried for 10 minutes. Literally 10 minutes. She cried when he was sacrificing himself. She cried when he died. And then she got better because she thought he was gonna come back to life. And then she seen his funeral. And then she started crying again. Like she was just crying for 10 minutes straight. She could not stop crying. And I was like, Mom, you have to it's a movie.
That's so
Like it's
random.
not all that.
Why y'all do?
She just I don't know. I think because he like sacrificed himself and it touched
Uh,
her. I don't know. She kept crying. And I was like, yeah. Like shit like that. I remember when Groot died, I was like, oh,
Guardians of the Galaxy is far away, right?
what happened?
Yeah, that was
Oh
a
yeah,
bummer.
years.
Guardians of the Galaxy is far away.
Yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy
Yeah.
3 is like 2 years away, 3 years
Mm.
away.
So I'm
Yeah.
assuming they haven't even started filming.
No. Apparently they're in Thor 4 though, so that's gonna be cool.
Oh shit! Probably for like 10 minutes or something, right?
I have
Because they
no
already have so
idea.
many characters.
I really don't know. I mean, to be fair, like
Yeah.
I used to think like Marvel would put, and like do you remember when the first Avengers came out and we're like, oh, this is too much characters, and then
Yeah,
like
that's true.
the third
That's
one, it was
actually
like,
so
what the
true.
fuck is
Oh,
happening? The third movie
bro,
was insane.
I'm gassed for Turtles. We haven't talked about Turtles yet. Like, it's
Turtles.
just so random.
Oh,
Turtles?
Eternals. Oh, I thought you were
Yes.
saying Turtles. I was like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Um,
I really love the Pakistani guy. He's from Silicon Valley. I fucking love
yeah,
him. He's so good.
he's
He's
great.
so funny. He's so good.
I'm happy for, and he like you can tell he's like worked hard for like a long time. He's
Oh
very
yeah.
talented.
I'm
I
I'm
recently
excited.
I recently seen The Big Sick, and he was amazing in it. Like he was so fucking
I
funny.
need to watch that. Hmm.
It's fun. It's very nice. Um, yeah, no, the Eternal. I'm curious to see the Eternals. I'm not the biggest Eternals fan. Like I'm
I don't
way
know
more
anything
excited.
about it,
I,
but
I
like
yeah.
I didn't know any about the Guardians, and I just got so fucking into it. So I feel like it's
Oh
gonna be.
yeah. Oh, the Guardians was crazy. The Guardians, I was expecting nothing from the
It
Guardians.
blew up. Like the
Yeah.
whole fucking world is like, holy shit, this is what we need.
Well, I seen it like because it came out the night. It came out like the my birthday, like the day I was on my
Oh
birthday,
wow, yeah.
and so I watched it in theaters,
That.
and I was like, "This is alarm." So I was like, "Oh, like." I was expecting like a decent Marvel movie, and I was like, "Dude, this is like the best one." Like, I love the first Guardians movie. Like,
Yeah,
it was
I,
so
I I love the
different.
second one as well. I enjoyed it.
I like the second one too. Like it was good. No, they're good movies. Like,
James Gunn, bro, too good.
uh, apparently he's gonna kill off a bunch of them in the next movie.
What? Wait,
Yeah,
what? Wait, who
apparently.
could you kill?
I think he's gonna kill Star Lord.
All right, honestly, for some reason, like that's the one death I'm fine with. I don't know why.
Yeah, because I
I
don't
don't
think
want Rocket. I fucking love Rocket for some reason.
he might kill Rocket. I mean,
All right, fuck you.
it's probably gonna be Rocket actually. I don't know.
Fuck me.
Here's my prediction. I think the three he's taking out. I think he's taking out Rocket, Drax, and Star Lord. I think those are the three he's taking out.
So it's just gonna become girl power.
I guess, yeah, and Groot. Cause I feel like you can't really kill Groot
You
like
can't kill
physically.
Gamora twice. You can't kill Gamora twice.
Right,
That's out.
right, and then
And they need Palm for diversity.
I guess they could kill Nebula.
Oh, I forgot she still exists.
Yeah, they could kill Nebula, and they could
Yondu
kill
dies.
Mantis. Who?
Yondu. Yondu dies.
Oh yeah, poor
This is,
Yandu.
this is really random, but after that movie came out, for some reason, like the group chat with the boys.
Yeah.
Like for some reason, our group chat for like a whole like 6 months was Yondu dies. It didn't make any sense. Like, Yondu dies. That's how we ended conversations. Yondu
Dude,
dies.
I had the fucking weirdest group chat with my friends
Yeah.
where and it didn't even make any sense. Like it was just like anarchy. Where there was a meme where it was there was we got obsessed with memes that weren't memes. So it would literally just be like I remember the caption of the meme was fuck. It's when you got time and it was just a picture of Mr. Incredible from The Incredibles saying, "Oh, I got time." And that's the meme. Like there's nothing
What the
to it.
fuck?
And then
That's so random.
but that's and then it got more and more elaborate. So it'd be like when you got time to make the meme, and it's like when you got, and it just got more. And then like we just kept sending more and more shit where it was like, this is a cherry, and like it just got more and more. Like it kept like it got insane.
This is
Where
a
like
chair.
it was the most like absurd. Like it became like abstractionist memes. It was just like nothing,
Avant-garde memes, baby. That's
dude.
the future.
You know the one meme where it's like a brain, like a small brain, a regular brain,
Yeah,
and a
yeah,
big.
yeah, yeah. Yeah,
It was
yeah.
literally just like, this is a photo, this is a photo, this is a photo, this is a new photo, and I, like,
Yeah.
and we thought it was amazing. Like we were laughing our asses off. Memes are so
Yeah.
weird. Anyways, yeah, I miss Yondu though. He was a great character. Um,
Mhm.
I'm trying to think. How many sort of the Marvel projects? I mean, literally, like it's gonna be insane. Like, dude,
There
in the
was gonna be
next.
one with the True Detective guy, Mahershala Ali.
Oh, dude, he's gonna be Blade.
Yeah, when's that coming out? It was announced a
Years.
long time
That
ago.
one's years from now.
Damn, that's a shame.
Dude, like I'm super pumped. Dude, I hope they go rated R Blade because it's
Oh, they
Blade.
have to.
Like come on, don't be.
I mean, if Deadpool's rated R, I feel like we're gonna like slowly start seeing more R-rated stuff.
We say that, but then like we don't.
No, bro, like there's an audience for it. for sure. Like
There's
people are gonna
definitely an
watch it.
audience for it. Dude, Suicide Squad was brutal. Like
Fantastic.
literally, it
It was so
was
good.
so
Yeah.
brutal. And like so good. Okay, wait, okay, so the Shang-Chi next. Coming out
Yes.
like
Are you
2 weeks.
excited for that? How are you feeling for that?
Fuck yes, I'm excited for that.
Wait, 2 weeks? What?
September 3rd. It's two or
Oh
three weeks.
shit! I didn't know it was coming out that soon.
Yeah, 3 weeks from now. Yeah.
Nice. I don't know anything about the guy, but obviously I'm still gonna watch it. It's gonna be
Yeah,
fun.
I hope it's good. And then like
I also
Wong's
enjoy
doing
tournament
Abomination.
movies.
Yeah. Well,
It's
and
just
it's cool
fun.
because it's a superhero movie. It's a
Yeah.
superhero tournament movie sounds awesome. Eternal. Oh, dude, Doctor Strange 2 is gonna be crazy.
When's that coming out?
March.
Bro, these are
Dude,
coming out sooner than I
dude,
thought. I'm
these are
fucking
fucking
pumped.
crazy. So September Shang-Chi, November Eternals, December Spider-Man, March
We're
Doctor
getting three
Strange.
movies before the end of the year?
3 movies before the end of the year. And
Okay.
then next year we're getting 4 movies. We're getting at
That's
least four
sick.
movies.
That's
Because
so
next year it's
sick.
Doctor Strange 2, Thor 2, Black Panther 2, Captain Marvel 2.
Everything sounds sick.
Oh,
Like,
Thor
just
4,
spend my
man.
fucking money already, dude. Fuck me.
Imagine how much money they're gonna make. Like,
So
it's just getting
scummy.
insane at this point.
You saw that Scarlett Johansson suing them?
Oh, she fucked it. Like, she's never making another Disney movie ever. Like,
You,
they're never
yeah.
paying her ass. But she's not wrong though. I mean, dude, they promised her $50 million. They gave her 20. Like,
Is the suit over? Like, did they settle it or is it still
no,
ongoing?
it's still going.
Gonna go big, huh?
Well, they're gonna fight her because what they're arguing is that it was 50 million if like it was 50 million based on whatever they projected from like the movie theater sales. And then she
Yeah,
was like, "Well, there's no movie. It's the pandemic. Like, how are we supposed to
yeah.
foresee that?" So it's an interesting suit. I'm curious to see how it's gonna go. I hope she wins because I do think she's in the right on this.
And it's kind
Like,
of an L that it's gonna be the only Marvel movie that was released on Disney Plus. Because the rest of them are only in theaters.
oh, really?
Yeah, this is the only one that's gonna be
Oh,
on Disney
bro.
Plus at the same time of the
Because,
premiere. So it sucks. It really
dude,
does suck.
unless I move out, I can't watch Shang-Chi then.
I can't either because fucking theaters are closed in India. I'm
Ah, dude,
fucked.
that's bullshit, dude. They should just put on
We're
fucking
only
Disney
at like
Plus.
25% capacity. Actually, by the time Shang-Chi comes out, we might be at 100. I don't know.
Well, like, no, like, we could go watch the movie theaters right now, but like, my family chose not to get vaccinated.
Are you vaxxed?
Oh, I am.
What about your family?
They're not.
That's a shame. We're
They're
all
all.
vaxxed, so we're
Oh, you're
chilling a little bit.
chilling. Well, yeah, well, like,
Yeah.
they're not, and like, I can't convince them otherwise, and I don't want them to. They're adults; they can do whatever they want.
Wait, all of them? Like not just your father?
It's me and my sister. We're the only that because we're adults. We're both adults, so we chose to get vaccinated. Everyone else no.
I love that. That's damn. Yeah, get the fuck
Um,
out of there, bro.
I mean, it is what it is.
Have any of
Uh,
them already gone?
no.
Damn.
Yeah. So
They just don't give a fuck.
they've
Fair
had a lot of
enough.
scares about it though. Well, they're just hermits. They don't leave the house anymore. Well, my one of them leaves for work, but that's it. Like everyone else stays home. My siblings aren't going back to school
So
because they're
isn't their workplace requiring them to get vaccinated?
not yet. I'm sure they're gonna soon.
They have to, right? I thought that was
Soon.
like over here you have to.
Well, to be fair, one of my parents just works from home, so like it isn't. They're okay, but
No, I'm talking about the
most
person that has to go to work. That's why I was asking.
I don't think so. Not yet, at least.
That's interesting. I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
yeah. So I don't know. We'll see what ends up happening. Uh, I'm curious. Well, I want to move out because I really just want to have sex and I want to be able to go to the gym and go to the
how
movies,
how
go to
are
the
the cases
mall.
in California though? Is it bad or is it fine?
Yeah, it's fine right now.
Yeah, yeah,
Well, I trust, dude. I tried arguing with them for months about this because I went to the gym for a week and then after a week they were like, "Yo, the
yeah,
case is going back up," and I was like, "Okay." It's super contagious and like
yeah.
they're not old, but they're older. So like, yeah. I mean, I explain like mathematically speaking, like it's super unlikely I'll get it, but it is what it is. So I just want to move out already. Dude, I so like you know how badly I just miss like human beings. I miss the movies. I just dude, you know how many times this semester alone where like I will be like hey, like okay. There's been a couple chances where like I know people and I'm like, hey, would you want to like have a adult sleepover? And they're like, "Can I go to your house?" And I was like, "No." "Can I go to your house?" And they're like, "I also love my parents." And I was like, "Fuck."
Oh, that's amazing.
It's like the worst thing ever. Like it's just like dude, it's so fucking painful. I literally became like a god at sexting and phone sex. Like it's all I can do now. The world's a nightmare.
Back to talking about your penis. Slowly.
We're gonna be talking about the fucking war on drugs. Anyways, you know what's the only thing more addicting than heroin is my cock. You you want to get addicted to something? Right here, baby.
What did you get Pfizer?
Yes, I did.
Mm. I'm
Yeah,
gonna when I come back
Moderna
when I
scared
go
me.
back to America, I'm gonna get Pfizer shots again
Oh, because it only
because
lasts
that's
six
just like
months,
the
right?
it's just the best. Like I have like an Indian one right now,
Oh, okay.
but like Pfizer's the best. So when I go back, I'm just gonna get Pfizer.
Yeah, but everyone I know, I haven't really heard anyone get side effects either from Pfizer. Moderna, I've heard,
Yeah,
but Pfizer,
I'm just gonna get Pfizer again. It'll be
yeah,
good.
yeah.
But I think we're chilling over here. But it's just such a big country, so not everybody's
Real
getting
quick,
vaccinated quick enough.
well, I
Yeah.
was gonna actually ask, I've only been in America my entire life. I don't really know other countries
Mm,
as well. I'm
yeah.
sure you're aware that there's like we have more than enough vaccines here. In fact,
Yep.
we're throwing
I
them
know.
out. And it's just
Yeah,
because
I
the
saw
population is
that.
refusing to get
I heard
them.
about that.
Right. In India, do you guys also have? 'Cause it's half the country. It's literally 40% of the country refuses to get it. They're not going to get it. They refuse. So, I mean, and that's so much. I mean, that's literally like,
Fucking lunatics, bro. Like the world laughed at you guys for a reason. I'm also
yeah.
American, but for some reason I just cannot associate myself to that. You know?
Well, yeah. I mean, you were raised predominantly in India, right?
Yep. Yes, I was.
I mean, that's what it is. I mean, like, I was born in a city not too far from here, but I was raised, in different cities. So like, I don't consider myself,
Yeah.
So it's the same thing. Like, it's just where, like, I was in New York for 4 years. Obviously, I'm a Californian.
Yeah.
So I get that. Well, I was gonna ask, like, in India, is there any pushback, or is everyone just like asking for it?
Everybody fucking wants it just so they can get
Mhm.
their life started again.
Yeah.
Everybody's desperate. There's a shortage. In fact, like everybody was pissed at the government that they were sending out a lot. So we have our own Indian made vaccine. We have two of them,
Hmm. Hmm.
and they're both like working pretty well. And everybody was pissed at the government that they were sending out a lot of it abroad to like African countries to help them out, even
Yeah.
though we're just like not even like close enough to like supplying a lot of like everybody in India.
Yeah.
But like now we're getting vaccines from Russia and shit as well, so
That's
it's
good.
getting better for us. But
That's good.
there's like very minor pushback, if any. You know, it's nothing
We
like
have
America. America's
literally
insane.
half the country. I mean, what's interesting about it too is, and people points out, there's people in media. So like, I'm sure you're aware. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the biggest fan of Joe Rogan, or he's fine. Like, I'm not
Yeah.
against him, but he's fine. Or obviously I'm not. I lean left. I'm not too
What is Joe
right.
Rogan? Does he lean right or left?
I guess more like in the middle. He's like an independent of some
Centrist.
sort. Yeah, or not even essentially. I think he's just like, because he has some views that are pretty left. He has some views that are a bit more
Okay.
right. Um, Actually, he has this weird thing against like trans people, and he does the whole argument of like it's just common sense. I know that's a southern accent. He's not southern, but like that's what he does. He goes like, this is common sense shit. Why we're gonna let men wrestle with women? What kind of world is this? Um, what a big brain argument, Joe Rogan. Actually, real quick, well, that shit always pissed me off because it's like, okay, well, what are we gonna do then? So we're just not gonna let fucking trans people do anything? Like, fuck them, right? Like, they can't go to the fucking restroom, they can't go to any sport, just fuck them, right? Or we could have an actual conversation about this shit, like adults. Dude, they're like little kids, or they're like, I believe in science, I believe in biology. No one's saying biologically they're anything else. Biologically speaking, when they go to the doctor's office, they have to put their biological fucking sex. That's fine.
Yeah.
But now that they're a new gender, what are we gonna do now? Like, we have to have a conversation about it, and the fact that they keep getting stuck on the most dumb shit, like no one gives a fuck, dude. In the UFC right now, are there any male transgender fighters? No. And would most people be okay with it? No. But we need to do something. Inevitably, there will be transgender people who want to fight.
Yeah.
Where are we gonna put them? Anyways, it's fucking dumb, dude. Like,
You
it's
saw
such.
like the first transgender I think It was she con- who transitioned to a he,
Yes. Yeah.
and
Or
uh
oh,
and everybody was pissed that I guess he is gonna compete in like the deadlift or whatever that event is.
I
That they're
think
gonna
it's
have
the
a physical.
reverse.
Oh, sorry. Yes, it is the reverse. I have
Yeah.
confused it. And that so
It's a
they're
trans woman.
in the female event, and
Right.
everybody's pissed like, oh, she's gonna have a physical advantage and shit. And
And she
she like,
lost.
she got disqualified. I think
Yeah.
like she didn't even like
Well,
make it.
me and Luca looked into it because we had a whole discussion about it a couple times.
Oh, okay.
And like if you look into it, it's true that trans women have a slight advantage over biological
Yeah.
women, but it's very slight. And like if you look like it really is like incredibly slight. And because me and Luca were talking about like would it be because again like this is the question that that conservatives are gonna have to answer. Should we
Yeah.
just have trans men compete with biological women? And for
Hmm.
reference, trans men have and like according to studies, they have the level of strength and speed and biological factors of just biological men.
Wait,
That's what
sorry. Trans men means she to he, right?
yes, it's a
Okay.
female
Yeah.
to male. So
Yeah.
yeah, trans male is female to male, and
Yeah.
trans woman is male
Okay.
to
Yeah.
female. It's just to make it easier. Like if it's trans woman, it's they are now a woman.
A
If it's
woman. Yeah.
trans
Yeah. That's
man,
what.
they're now a
Okay. Yeah.
man.
Hmm.
Um, so they're equivalent to a man in terms of athletic ability. So
Hmm.
they're going to be significant. Like trans men are physically more capable than trans women, significantly more. They are like when once you take those hormones,
Yeah.
they are in some cases they were out competing men like on average. Like
Hmm.
the hormones work very well, and the hormone blockers and everything that the trans women take do significantly hinder them. Like they
Um,
and I mean, where we're gonna go from here, I'm curious. But again, like the talking points we have right now are so stupid. I'm just like, this is ridiculous. Okay, well, what's like? Let's talk about how to fix it then. Like, I have no problem with that, but they just keep going. Like Ben Shapiro is such a fucking idiot that he keeps trying to argue that like he's a fucking idiot, dude. He keeps trying to argue that like it's fucking it's a disease, dude. People made said the same shit about gay people for like a century. He was like, well, 10 years ago, gender dysphoria was a mental disease. Guess what, buddy? 20 years ago, like it was like 30 years ago. 30 years ago, being gay was a mental disease. It was classified as a mental disease that had to go. They had to go fucking conversion therapy to fix it. Like shit changes.
yeah.
The fucking
Well,
idiot.
Ben Shapiro, if you would like to be a guest
I
star and coast
would
to host.
love to debate him on this.
Yeah.
This is like a lot of stuff he would crush me on. This isn't one of them.
Yeah.
He's a fucking idiot.
Gotta love
Um,
this. I hope this goes viral somehow.
it won't, and he won't give a
Aw.
shit. Anyways, we're getting back
There's
to
probably like
fucking.
so many of these random fucking
I'm
college
sure.
students. Like, yeah.
Well, dude, because
Everybody's just calling it
it
out.
didn't piss me off until I had friends here who would start throwing Ben Shapiro arguments at me. They'd be like, "Oh, do you know who Ben Shapiro is?" And I'd be like, first off, real quick, his most famous fucking argument is like, there's a young woman he's arguing with, and he says like, "Okay, well, if everyone could be trans, this and that, why aren't you 60? Right? Why are you young? Why aren't you 60? Right? Because you can't just
Wait,
identify as
what?
that." That's his most famous argument. He's saying
Okay.
if you could just identify as a woman or a man or whatever, why can't you identify as a new age, right? The argument
Yeah.
being like certain things are biological and
It's
some things are
also biological.
right,
Yeah.
right. The difference is, and this is why we have a discussion. If you look at the brains of trans people or non-binary people or what have you, they have like so men and women, males and females have different brains. Like literally,
Yeah.
they're on average we have a different amount of gray matter in our brains. If you
Hmm.
look at the brains of trans people, believe it or not, their brains match whatever they identify with. Usually, almost always, their gray matter matches the amount
Wait,
of
that's
the
a
gender.
fucking that's like an incredibly solid argument. I didn't know
Dude,
this.
if you
That's
look into
great.
it's there.
Wait, why is
Non-binary
that not
people
talked about more?
because they're fucking they're
That's such
transphobes.
a
Because they're transphobes. They don't give a shit. Dude, they don't care. These people are just bigots.
or
So
like they're like but like if you bring that up in front of Ben Shapiro, what does he say back?
he's brought it up and he's just like, oh, well, there's differences in opinion. It's like,
What do you
the
mean
different.
opinion? Isn't that scientifically proven?
No, it's scientifically proven. The differences in opinion is where do we go from here? That's the only
Oh,
fucking differences in opinion. The
piece of
way he
shit.
navigates this is insane because he's actually talked about this before. But
Hmm.
to give more thing to his argument, if I right now I'm 22, if I had the brain of someone that was 70, I could identify with some, like, I could literally be like, well, I have the brain of a 7-year-old. If it's deteriorating and shit and I have dementia, guess what? Now you can identify as a 70-year-old because you have the brains and memories and
Yeah.
everything of a 70-year-old. Like, it's the dumbest shit. Like, literally, these people, like, fucking, you know what I mean? Like, we have scientific proof that this isn't just some stupid shit that we're making up. Literally, there is differences between male and female brains, and they match to that. He's a fucking goon. Anyways.
Good.
It was great seeing you, man. Shout out to Eric and Jason. Thanks, Amari, for watching. And well, we'll see you guys
Fuck
next
is
time.
that?